All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. We are going to do a Dynasty startup draft tonight, plus hang out, talk Dynasty fantasy football, among a ton of other things. We're super happy you're here. Let us know that you can hear us okay. No Scott tonight. And
Scotty.
The thing about hiring an employee that does a really good job
is when he's gone, you miss him.
You really miss him. So Becca is over there in the chair. Becca's going to do fine, but it's not Becca that I'm worried about. It's me getting all the things ready that I'm forgetting something, and I need to make sure you guys can hear us okay. So let us know that you can hear us. Let us know that the music isn't too loud. All that jazz. I don't know why our Google account signed me out everywhere today.
Dude, me too. It was like, there's suspicious account on this device.
Yeah, you know what the suspicious activity was? It was me last night uploading a file. Like a blueprint.
Okay, that's actually really funny.
Yeah, I didn't do anything suspicious. Are they saying they can hear us, Becca?
If that's suspicious, then I commit like 30 suspicious acts a day.
Yes, you do, man. All right. Nathan's a suspicious guy. So.
Oh my gosh.
All right, I'm going to get this mock draft fired up and we're going to do it. What's up? What's up? Good to see you. Love from Germany. Shout out. All right, we're good. Thanks, David. I'm going to get this mock draft set up. I'll drop it in the YouTube chat for you guys. We'll start by doing that, just see how values are changed. I don't know if you heard this or not, but Nathan and I are the worst people in the world. Did you know this? You probably don't know this. You wouldn't know this.
What did I miss yesterday?
We're the worst people in the world, in the entire world, because we suggested that maybe you could pivot off of Brock Bowers for a wide receiver. Maybe. We are
I did not read the comments
atrocities for that.
So people got all up in arms again about what I said. I felt like I laid it out so well.
Well, I'm the one that did it. Like
both of us, yeah.
We did. They said, Brock's hurt. Why would you sell him? He's not producing his job. I'm like, it doesn't matter.
He maintained his value.
He's fine. Oh my gosh. So we're evil. So that's news. But the Brock haters. That's funny.
I know.
You know us. We hate Brock Bowers. Yeah. Hate him so much. He won me the Flock League, but I hate him. All right. So let's do Dynasty Startup Superflex. I'm going to spectate.
Hey, while you're getting that ready, Becca, pan to me. I hope you know how to do this.
Becca knows how to do it.
I just want to let you guys know. My bad. I know it's sexist. It's honestly a habit. It's a habit of mine that I need to get over. You gotta rep your team. We got like the biggest game of the season going on tomorrow in Eugene, and I'm still really sad because if schedules had worked out as we had hoped, then I probably would have been going tomorrow, which would have been really fun. But
you're not. You're here.
I'm not. You're working. I'm here, and go IU, but also go Cubbies. The Cubbies are alive. The Yankees are not.
Yeah, Becca, refresh that.
Would really love to see both of our teams win tomorrow. By our, I mean IU, and then mine being the Cubs.
Oh, there you go. That's it.
But yeah, what's your
don't join?
What's your not so rational take on the game tomorrow?
Me?
Mm-hmm. Yep. You think we can do it?
I mean, they made it this far. It's going to be a 50-50. I mean, anybody can do it. So. I don't care. The Yankees got beat. I hate the Yankees. I want everybody fired.
I'm not talking about the Cubbies. I'm talking about IU.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Cubs.
No. I'm not going to rub it in that much because the Cubs haven't won the series yet. So if they don't win the series, then I can't talk.
I have the lowest of expectations for the IU game. It's tough place to play. I think Oregon's really good, but I also think people are underestimating IU, which is not surprising. I think people are just like, oh, it's Oregon. They're going to kill them.
Yeah. So. What's the line? I know it's been bouncing between like 7.5 and 5.5.
I think it's like 7. So.
It's back up to 7.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We're going to start this thing. Let's do it. Shout out to all you peeps who jumped in. Should show now for you, Becca. You good? Becca is over there just killing it right now. W Becca in the chat. That is awesome. Yes, I remember. That's why you're our backup producer. You do have a mic there, Becca, if you want to. Yeah. Okay.
Heck yeah. I'll be pulling for the Tigers tonight. Javi Baez is on the Tigers. He's a Cubby OG.
I wanted the Tigers to win so that the Yankees would play in Detroit. Now,
rip.
Not happening. Baseball sucks anyways. I don't care.
Okay, so yes, Indianapolis getting a Savannah Bananas team. Yep.
The Indianapolis Clowns?
Yeah.
I thought Nathan and I already held that title.
Correct. But now we get to share a title with a Savannah Bananas League team.
The hot take, I could give 2 less craps about the Savannah Bananas, to be honest with you. I don't know why they're fun. Play the game the right way.
Assuming they're going to be based out of Victory Field, right? They should be.
No,
Yeah, okay. Okay, I don't even know what that is.
See, this is dumb. They're coming up with too many teams now. This is stupid.
Hopefully the Indy 11 are MLS soon.
So now that would be cool.
Because
I would enjoy that.
They're getting the whole light complex.
Yes, I did know that.
Stuff. That's gonna slap.
So Nate, you want to talk about the 101 in this Dynasty Super Flex startup draft?
Yeah, Puka. Oh, I love that. That's amazing. I laugh not because I think it's funny and because I think it's wrong. I just, number one, this is a mock draft, so I know people are messing around. But also, I mean, this does result in, I think this does require us to have the conversation. What is the value of the top cornerstone wide receivers in Dynasty relative to the top cornerstone quarterbacks in Dynasty Superflex leagues? And if you remember, there was a strategy video that I think we did at some point this past summer where we basically said, hey, get ready. Next offseason, you're going to see these top 2 to 3 wide receivers go back to back, if not ahead of guys like Josh Allen and Lamar Jackson and Jaden Daniels. And I think people are going to be a lot more bold this offseason and select their guys. If they prefer a wide receiver at the 101 and they don't want to take a quarterback and they want their build to be an elite wide receiver instead, then they're going to take a Jamar Chase or a Puka Nacua or a CeeDee Lamb. And I personally have no issue with that whatsoever. As far as the argument of like, should Puka Nacua actually go 101? I mean, probably want to argue Jamar Chase of all the wide receivers to go 101, but I don't have any issue with that at all. I mean, come on, this is my favorite player of all time, and he's literally on pace to have one of the greatest wide receiver seasons of all time. So
I do think it's probably a bit of a stretch here. But of course it's a mock. I mean, we're gonna do whatever. When rubber meets the road, you'll be too chicken to make that pick.
Mm-hmm.
But you do see the wide receivers scattered up in there in the top 6. 3 of the top 6 wide receivers, 3 of the top 6 are quarterbacks.
Yep.
Joe Burrow doesn't fall that far in this mock, and he goes 205, so that's a little bit different than what we're used to. Outside of that, I mean, JSN continues to go at the turn, which he should. Next to Malik Neighbors, which he should. Ramo Dunze, you now have Emeka Ibuka all the way up to the 208 in this draft. Are you taking Emeka Ibuka? Hey, by the way, new stress ball, so we can unleash all different kinds of stress.
Are you serious? Do I have a new stress ball?
New stress balls.
I need a new one because this one's falling apart.
So here's what we need to do. Here's what we need to
I caught it.
Idiot.
I caught it.
Here's what we need to do. We need to retire the old stress balls somewhere.
Yeah, I know.
Here, give me yours.
Okay.
All right.
Wait. Stick one in the keyhole.
No, Nathan. That's disgusting and kind of sexual. That's weird.
You're the one that said it. Are you kidding me? This is what the stress balls looked like before we got our hands on them? What?
I have a pile of them. Yeah, I will.
Okay, that's pretty creepy, I can't lie. Then we'll see how many stress balls we've gone through.
Dude,
in our time.
I'm telling you, by April, we're gonna have
danger
stack back there. But new stress ball, so it's a fun day to relieve some stress. Rashee Rice goes 210. I've seen Rashee go consistently. So I mean, I've seen Ted McMillan.
So the question was Ibuka. Am I comfortable taking him in the second? 100%. Yeah.
Okay, so
yeah.
I don't necessarily disagree with you.
Now, I would take him in the late second.
I feel like I've seen Ted McMillan going in the second pretty consistently as well.
I mean, if Ted's going in the second, you have to take Ibuka.
And he's 26th on Keep Trade Cut.
Yeah.
So, I kind of get it.
Yeah. Man, I can't wait to see what the first round is going to look like next offseason because I think you're gonna see wide receivers and running backs kind of take over the first round again.
I do think it's interesting
that majority of those positions being wide receiver, running back, and then the outliers being QBs.
I do think it's interesting that that Brock Bowers went into the third round here.
Oh.
And I'm not saying that's where he should go. I'm just like, that seems late for him. And also, why was there the huge stink about trading him for JSN, Neighbors, Lamb?
What is the issue with taking one of those other elite guys at their respective position?
So you know me. I wrote an entire video about it.
It's not like we're just. Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Is it? I didn't even see it on the doc.
It's a big fat dump of text. I wrote a whole video on it.
All right, Becca. Well, Holy wall of text.
Yep.
Jeez Louise.
I was not happy that people were being dumb about it. I was like, you know what? Fine.
That is so funny.
Which I guess shame on us for not explaining it well. But the problem is with these top-end Dynasty assets, the Gibbs one was a true mistake because the Gibbs ones we said he's playing bad, so sell.
No, this is not a.
But you remember last year we said the same thing about Bijan. But what I went back and listened to that. It was a panic video, but we didn't say to sell Bijan. We said shop Bijan, and we said shop Bijan for the first thing out of our mouth was Puka plus.
Yeah.
Now, interesting.
Interesting how that would have worked out.
Amon-Ra St. Brown, AJ Brown plus, Saquon Barkley plus. We were giving all of these different down tiers to where you couldn't possibly lose the trade unless you like really down tiered too far.
Yeah.
And so people, the problem with putting, you know, top end assets on a sells video is people assume that once you're saying, hey, you could pivot, even though we're saying maybe pivot off the top end asset, people think you're saying to sell because they're bad, which of course, that's not why you sell in Dynasty. If you're watching this live stream, you probably know that.
Yeah.
But you know, the loud, small
Becca,
majority of people.
Mental note if you want to make a thumb for that.
Yeah, I was going to have to make a thumb for,
by the way,
the trade.
because we'll probably do that one over
the trade strategy.
We'll do that one over the picks for players probably next week.
So, okay. Anyways, yes, we're going to do a video on trade strategy and how to value guys and how to not blow, because people are like, you lost me at, like the one of the comments, like, you lost me at Bowers for Hawkinson. I'm like,
golly,
oh my gosh, you guys. Do you want me to hold your hand? We're not trading Bowers for Hawkinson.
Jeez Louise.
Who's trading Bowers for Ferguson? No, like, oh my gosh. Okay. You're right. My bad.
Part of me wonders, honestly, if there's some sort of mix up with like our fantasy community and the Dynasty community. And with our channels being linked, if people are going and watching the Dynasty channel stuff and they don't really know what we're talking about, I think that's a possibility too.
Yeah,
that could be part of the disconnect.
I also just think that the in-season Dynasty players only, they just don't know how to play. Like, because the large majority of people that were watching that video got it. I'm pretty sure everybody here knows exactly what we're saying.
Yeah.
And any sharp Dynasty player knew exactly what we were trying to say. But there's just a different...
It's opportunity cost. It's Econ 101.
Scribble says, people treat Dynasty like redraft these days. Rankings change game to game. Yeah, and that's... I mean, here's the thing. Like, realistically, I haven't moved Bowers down as low as he went in this draft. Like, I haven't moved Bowers in my rankings. It's not... It had nothing to do with him being hurt or not producing. It just had everything to do with, like, right now, I'm still more comfortable taking an elite wide receiver over an elite tight end.
Because of the positional value.
David says, like tonight's producer, we down tiered from Scott to Becca, got the plus, but Becca's value is about to blow up both S tier assets. Exactly right.
There you go. Becca's value blew up a long time ago. That's why she's full time.
Booty Clap says he's calling y'all stupid. I don't think that's what Scribbles was doing. I would be very surprised. But if he is, then I mean, I didn't take it that way.
See, so
because we don't change our rankings game to game.
Another tight end thing here. Like let's assume that, you know, Bowers not generally going early third. Let's say Bowers goes early mid second. Compared to guys like McBride and Warren who go late third, early fourth. Like,
yeah. And it's a good question. What if it is a +1 point tight end premium? And that obviously changes things.
That does change things.
A 2 point tight end premium would be like, okay, but it's really not about how much they're scoring compared to the elite wide receivers. It's about the opportunity cost of upgrading your wide receiver and your flex position, especially. Because when you upgrade a wide receiver position, it pushes down your depth chart and your last flex spot gets better by default. And so really our whole theory behind, hey, just go stream a tight end that's having a really good year, aka like Jonnu Smith last year, who averaged 13 points a game in non-tight end premium leagues. Go stream somebody like that, upgrade your flex spot, because your dynasty leagues are actually won at the flex position. But you have to manually account for, you know, the huge tight end premiums. But with that being said, it's not really about that. It's about the opportunity cost of owning an elite tight end compared to being able to find the elite tight end production on guys who are just having amazing years at tight end versus having that locked in elite wide receiver and having better flex spots. And so that's really what it's about.
And the counter argument, what it appears to us to be right now, which we just don't understand, is like, they're basically saying that we're just telling you to sell Brock Bowers low and don't get the same production capability that he has, which makes no sense.
No, people
Like, I don't
people took it
understand that.
as Brock Bowers hasn't been producing, so sell him now.
Yeah.
It had nothing to do with that.
No.
Nothing at all. And I even said in the video, it's an 8-month take. We've said this in the offseason. So this isn't about his production. People didn't. They just closed their ears. They had selective hearing for that. So it's fine. Yeah, I was gonna say Scribbles is. I knew you weren't calling us stupid. I knew you weren't talking about us. I didn't take it that way at all. Tally ho, the queue is about 6 blueprints long right now. So the link, if you guys want to submit your blueprints while we're doing the draft here, we'll do them here in a little bit. But there's the link to submit. Get your team reviewed.
Tally ho.
Judkins goes in the 4th. I think that's a pretty good price for him. But yeah, we'll have a whole fillet of fish for a good measurement in a down tier trade from Bowers to Warren. How much can I upgrade? How much can I upgrade George Pickens? Simply put, Bowers and Pickens plus Warren for what? Well, Pickens and Warren, I mean, where's Warren going in these drafts? He's not fourth. Pickens is. You'd have to get a pretty darn good asset there, like a 3rd round asset, a 3rd round wide receiver, in my opinion. I think you'd have to upgrade Pickens to like Nico BTJ Garrett Wilson, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I'm thinking. But again, you have to evaluate each trade individually and each league individually. But, you know, the other thing that was really funny to me, and I'm sure a lot of you guys in the comments can attest to this as well, because you guys have made plenty of trades, but people agreed with me, like, yeah, nobody's going to sell Brees back to you. And I was like, yeah, but then there's like that, and then people are like, oh yeah, they always talk like that happens and it never does. And so I was like, well, hold on, it definitely does happen. Like, it just depends on the player and the situation, but we definitely see people do that. People refuse to believe that there are dynasty leagues that are active enough to where you can sell a player and eventually buy them back. They also are failing to realize the in-season dynasty market and the out-of-season dynasty market are pretty much 2 completely separate games.
Yep.
To where people don't even have the same thought process.
Their entire perspective on it just flips a switch, like right when the season is over.
Oh, you're saying I'm calling you stupid? No, I look.
I'm not stupid. You're stupid. I'm kidding.
It's not the dynasty community. It is the 30,000 people that have watched that video. It is 50 of them.
Very, very small.
Very few of them, but they're just the loudest. And so, no, it's not the community. Our community is, you guys are sharp players. I'm serious. I see the trades you guys make. You're sharp. But there are just a select few that just come on and they just don't understand, and I can't make you understand. You guys, if you watch the channel and you understand the strategies, then you get it. Like, you can't just pick one of our videos out of context and not understand what we're talking about. So,
speaking of trades, Steely made one before the game last night. He traded away T. Higgins and Harvey for Scattaboo, a 1st and a 2nd.
Holy smokes. Yeah. So where did Scat go in this month?
Because Scat and Higgins were pretty close to value equivalent, and now Scat is just soaring. Absolutely
Scattaboo's in
soaring.
the 5th, and somebody said that's too high. J-Rock says Scat's too high.
No, he'll be higher than that.
I don't think it is, man.
He'll be up there with Henderson in no time.
Let's just look at this.
He'll be right up there with Henderson, Brees Hall, Kyron, and Jacobs.
Again, this makes me Scattaboo's, well, okay, no, that doesn't mean anything. Scattaboo, since he's become the starter, 24, 13, 14, and 31 points. So what you have here is a running back with a 13 or 14 point floor and touchdown upside every week.
Great volume. They love getting him touches in the red zone, and he does have some receiving upside as well, which he did demonstrate in college.
Yeah.
So
he absolutely did. He had demonstrated everything upside in college.
Yeah.
And every time I watch him play, and I think about where he was going in dynasty drafts, and not only that, but where Scattaboo went in the NFL draft,
he was one of the easiest buys.
I don't. How did NFL scouts look at that and say,
be like, nah, we're good?
No, he's not going to do well. We'll go 4th round prospect. I mean, the dude was absolutely dominating at Arizona State, just completely. Man, it
was bad.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm surprised you guys are out on Scattaboo at 5th round prices. I mean, he's on his rookie deal. He is dominating in his first 4 games. Now, Benson, I understand he hasn't done anything and he's going in the 6th. Yeah, that's maybe a little high. I probably wouldn't take him to the 7th round.
Right.
But Scat, I mean, Scat's a beast.
Yeah.
Is J-Mo to 6'11" too early? I don't think it is, because the fact of the matter is, like, I don't have super strong opinions on too early, too late when you get to like the 6th round. The 6th through 8th round is a cluster frick.
I think there's a lot of fear to adjust. I mean, been guilty of this plenty of times. Like, I'm not accusing any one person of this. I think just as a community, sometimes when you see some of these younger guys specifically produce at a really high level, it's like, well, no,
I mean, it was that way
we
with
can't rank
Puka.
him that high yet. But like with Igbuka specifically, I remember we had that conversation after his first couple of weeks of looking really solid.
Yep.
Was like, should he be a top 16 dynasty wide receiver? Like, are we really to that point? And it is like, I mean, why would we not?
It's a balance.
And I think that it is a balance. But like, for example, Jackson Dart here, like I'll happily take my L on Jackson Dart. I didn't think that he would move up this quickly, but him going at the 603 here, like, is just way too low when Lawrence is going in the 5th. McCarthy and Kyler going late 4th. Like, this is 2025 dynasty offseason brain. I think it's just,
and it goes both ways, man. Like, I mean, you have to find a balance. Essentially, you have to find a balance between guys that are between waiting to see a good sample size before you move somebody up your rankings and not having redraft brain, essentially,
right?
And also not being too slow to adjust. Guys, we've seen what we need to see with Emeka Egbuka.
But yeah, and here's the difference, and here's how you decipher that difference. For example, Jackson Dart. Let's just talk about that. What is the insulation of McCarthy and Kyler Murray long term comparatively to Jackson Dart at this point? It's not really any greater than Dart in his current situation.
It's not.
So that's one where, like, you would, compared to the other quarterbacks in that value range, be willing to kind of move those assets around. What is the value insulation of Quentin Johnston long term compared to Jalen Waddle and T. Higgins?
Probably about the same.
Probably. Some would say the same. I wouldn't blame you though if you wanted to have them like lower than those two guys, because that situation is a little bit up in the air with, like, how sustainable is it for Hampton to produce at an elite level, or Ladd to continue producing at a lower level than expected.
See, okay,
with
so
Keenan in there.
So let me
But
talk. Let's talk about this.
things. Like, that's why some of those players are a little slower to move up boards, which is a little more understandable. Because Avery and I haven't been super aggressive with QJ, other than just kind of keeping him where he's at right now. So
let's talk about Scribble's comment here. They get running backs who don't have first or second round draft capital are too risky for me. That's very interesting, because let's look at the top running backs in Dynasty here. Devon Achane was a 3rd round pick, right?
Yep.
James Cook.
James Cook was a second
James
round
Cook was
pick.
second.
Yeah.
Buck Irving was a 4th round pick. Kyron was a 5th round pick?
5th or 6th, yeah.
5th or 6th round pick.
5th. I think he was 5th.
Let's see. Chase Brown was a 3rd or 4th round pick.
Well, that would be his case.
Well, but at the same time,
type of guy.
I don't think Chase Brown's problem is that.
So we have touched on this before, actually, and trying to determine, okay, once you see these day 3 running backs rise, how can you kind of figure out what's fake and what's not? How do we know that Cam Scadaboo isn't just the next Tyron Tracy? How do we know that he's going to be the next Kyron Williams long term? And that's a really great question. There are efficiency metrics where you really can kind of figure out who's fake and who's not long term. And one of the biggest things is not just receiving upside, but receiving efficiency. We found a threshold that has it's very indicative of who has sustained long-term success at the position at running back, specifically with day 3 guys. And you've got a threshold of about 8.5, 9 yards per reception. And if you're anywhere like around the 8 or above, then you're looking pretty solid to maintain that workload for quite a while.
But again, it just depends on your expectations for 3rd and 4th round NFL drafted running backs. They're not going to be 1st or 2nd round guys almost in any case. So you look at the top guys, first round for the top 4 running backs in Dynasty right now.
Yep.
But you're talking about taking Scadaboo in the 5th. Now, you could make the argument that you're taking him close to his ceiling, and I would say maybe you are. But at the same time, Scadaboo is, again, in his first year out of 4, producing in the worst situation possible. So Kyron Williams is going right next to him as an example of I don't really care where they're drafted once they have a role and once they've proven that they're going to be productive.
Yeah.
But I don't have expectations that Scat's going to be a 1st round guy.
Yeah, and you're right, dude. Like we'll reevaluate what his efficiency metrics really do look like at the end of the season.
They're not
and if we're comfortable with you wanting to like invest in him long term. But I will say, like, that was one of the biggest red flags that we had with Chase Brown last season, and why we weren't necessarily the biggest on like heavily investing in him, because there were a lot of red flags there. He got a decent amount of work. He got banged up towards the end of the season. He really only had a bell cow workload for like half the year when it was all said and done, closer to 2/3. And then that receiving usage, which was a good amount, was just a bunch of dump offs where he literally couldn't do anything after that. He definitely, even when you watched him, appeared very replaceable. Some of it, honestly, like I hate to do this, but eye test is a big part of it too. Like if you watch some of these guys, some of these breakouts, like, oh, Tyron Tracy last year. If you watched Tyron Tracy, you knew that he was a replaceable running back. You did. If you watched Chase Brown last season, even the people that were big Chase Brown truthers knew that there was a potential that he probably wasn't going to be the long-term option there because there are just a lot of questions with this skill set, right? And for a guy like Scat, again, we'll see if he can maintain this. We don't have a locked-in, cemented take on what his long-term outlook is going to be. I would like to see him maintain this for the entire year.
So, I mean, I obviously would love that, but it just depends on your expectations for. I don't really care where they're drafted once they're producing. It's just a matter of evaluating them independently as dynasty assets at that point.
Yeah.
So,
the way the teams talk about players too, coaches, GMs, etc. in the offseason, like once you hear about these guys, like you kind of get a good idea on what they're thinking about their long-term outlook. Rashad White, for example, you never really heard a ton of positive stuff out of Rashad White camp, even after his very productive season, because everyone knew
like they wanted to
he was one of the least efficient running backs, and he was essentially like a better version of Tony Pollard, where he was very inefficient. He was getting a lot of usage in the red zone, had some nice receiving capabilities, but there were questions there. So,
yes, Yurt. Am I in the queue if I submitted a live blueprint off stream like yesterday? Yep, you should be.
Yep.
If you submit a live blueprint, you're in the queue.
Yes,
so.
you're a second in line.
Yep, so you're good, man. And Messi-tron, you're first, by the way. You should have yours done by 7 o'clock. So, and Scat's a much better situation than next season because Neighbor's out. Next year, he's not going to be the primary weapon, so he'll be worse.
I don't think running backs and wide receivers are mutually exclusive.
Well, it is always possible. It is always possible that the situation just gets better.
Yeah.
Because the situation's bad. Like,
yeah.
Giants and Scat are going to slow down once teams figure out what they're trying to do. I think people know what Scat's going to do, and I don't think Scat cares.
I don't think I would discount Scat being productive in a bad offense and then having to head into a better offensive outlook next season. Like that seems a little.
This is how to evaluate
a little
players.
Counterintuitive.
Scat just has that dog in him, so that pushes him up a round or two. Like that's exactly how you. That's how you do it. Does he have that dog? Yes or no?
Do you? Oh my gosh.
That was the dog metric. He's a 9.8 on the dog scale. Woody Marks 1008. Is that way too late or no? No, not yet. We still haven't seen it. We saw one game. We got to see sustain.
Remember
Corey Krosky-Merritt, man.
Remember when we were like so anti-Fields and we got so many of those comments that were like, yeah, well, you just missed one really important thing about Justin Fields, and he's a dog.
Oh, I remember, dude.
Oh my gosh.
He's a dog and you don't know ball.
I'm like, how is that?
That's how you do it, man.
You don't know ball. He's a dog. Really, really shows me how much you know ball. If your single way of evaluating a player is just a dog. He's a dog.
So people are by people. I basically just mean Dylan, of course. Dylan is asking us to talk about the 26 class.
We were just talking about that earlier today.
Nuggies on the 26 class.
We are more informed about this class than we've ever been in this early.
So we will have a 2026 video next week. So we're gonna do our first one round mock draft.
1 or 1.5.
1 plus honorable mention.
Honorable mention. Yeah. That's a good idea. Yeah.
So we will have a video out on the 26 class next week. We'll start up another draft here, by the way, and we need to do a giveaway here real quick. We're gonna give away.
I've got a couple guys. There's no way I'm letting them go outside the first.
Let's give away a t-shirt, shirt 69 in the comments, no caps, no spaces. And then I'm also going to fire up another draft here. We're going to do another start and keep talking, hanging out. Appreciate you guys jumping in. Make sure you drop a like. You have to drop a like to win the t-shirt giveaway. So Dynasty Domain t-shirt.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, with 26, you're never going to guess. You're never going to believe this, guys. You're never going to.
What?
The class doesn't suck.
What?
Yeah, you want to know why?
Shut up. Avery, you're wrong. You know why? Because there's no dogs in the 2026 class. There's no dogs.
Because people told me last March that the 2026 class sucked.
You don't know ball.
The 2026 class does not suck. And the reason for that is
it's gonna be pretty normal. It's gonna be pretty solid.
So let's talk about let's not even talk about any QBs because the QB class is way up in the air.
No, let's talk about Fernando.
No, Fernando has to do it. Let's talk about the 3 skill position players in this draft that are going to be complete different makers in Dynasty. Jeremiah Love. Thank you. Mekhi Lemon and Jordan Tyson.
And
your top 3 picks this year are dogs.
I've got my guy at tight end, and it is Kenyon Sadiq. I think Kenyon Sadiq is going to be a first round Dynasty pick as well. That dude is legit.
J-Rock says it's probably the worst class ever. See, that's just so untrue. It's not even funny.
Golly.
Like, by whose standards? And then right below it, the wide receiver class is looking crazy. Like, we have analytics on all of these classes. Analytically, this class is fine.
Oh, and analytically, I mean, you want to talk about, again, a lot of people super hype about last year's class and how good it was, and it had some really, really great characteristics. This year, you're looking at the wide receiver outlook being much more positive than it was last year. I mean, you had a pretty weak.
This year's wide receiver class is undoubtedly better. Mekhi Lemon and Jordan Tyson both would have been the wide receiver 1 in last year's class.
Carnell Tate would have gone.
Oh, J-Rock is joking. I'm like, J-Rock, dude, come on. You didn't even let me get my point.
Carnell Tate would have gone over a good number of those receivers.
I need Carnell Tate's analytics to get a little bit better. But I'm with you there. Jacoby Lane.
So I did look at the
Denzel Boston, obviously.
Bakery stuff on Omar Cooper. What's it going to take for him to go up a tier?
So he has a great grade with 3rd round draft cap. Let me get this fired up real quick.
I know a lot of it is because he's a red shirt.
Yeah, it is part of it. I'm going to drop the new draft link here.
But golly,
he has a cap ceiling, but with 3rd round pick, he has pretty good analytics, man.
Yeah.
So he's a playmaker.
Yep.
He's a playmaker. I think I don't know how necessarily how fantasy productive he's going to be, but I think he's going to be a good piece for an NFL team. That's what I think.
Yep.
3rd round reversal. Boom, 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 boom. All right, here's the link to the next draft as we kind of continue to talk about this.
Yeah, Chris said people have the 2027 haze. Yeah, you're right. And once we get to 2027, we'll talk about 2027, and I'm sure it'll be great. Dylan, just like every other class. But
Dylan said people are saying the wide receiver class is generational, like 24 class good. So for reference, the 24 class had 5 guys in the green tier or above in the bakery. Right now, the 26 has 3, and so it's not quite there.
Well, and if you remember about that class, there were no running backs.
There weren't, and also Neighbors and Harrison were better prospects analytically than Lemon and Tyson are.
Yep.
But the fact of the matter is, Denzel Boston from Washington is, he is somebody that can move up.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think Mekhi Lemon and Jordan Tyson are going to be our pretty clear 1As and 1Bs in this class just because of the type of receiver they are. They're the type of receiver that is coming in and immediately being productive in the NFL and winning.
Yeah.
But Denzel Boston, you know, him, Carnell Tate, Jacoby Lane, and Jeremy Bernard are all kind of really, probably, I would really only say Boston, Tate, and Lane are the guys who are more out wide receivers. Now, you know, we have as their build, we have Denzel Boston as a deep threat. We have Carnell Tate as a proto X, which I like Carnell Tate. I actually think he's a little bit more versatile than that. He's only 190 pounds and only 6'3". So like, yeah. But you have Eric Singleton Jr. as well from Auburn in here. If you give him 2nd round draft capital, he's in the green tier. And I think he's going to go in the 2nd round or higher. Yep. So then you are talking, okay, we're getting closer to 24.
He could easily be like that Matthew Golden this year.
Eric Singleton looks real good.
Yeah.
Did that draft fill up, Becca? You can put it on. Start.
So Tate this year already has 430 yards, 4 tuds.
He's good.
He's on pace to have another solid year. So
yeah. Chris. A lot of people are talking about Chris Braswell from Tennessee, and yeah, his analytics aren't fantastic, to be honest with you guys.
Oh, duh. We're forgetting Jeremy Bernard.
I mentioned Bernard because with 1st round draft capital, Bernard right now is in that yellow tier. So like he needs his analytics will need to improve a little bit.
And all these guys like
Tate is good. I like Carnell Tate, by the way.
We have an incomplete production. We have incomplete production metrics for this season.
Yeah.
So these guys will all climb up by the end of the year if they continue to produce.
Holy smokes.
which is good.
So spoiler alert, but I'm not going to spoil it, and I won't for a long time. But I already do have preliminary bakery scores for Jeremiah Smith and Ryan Williams next year.
Yeah, they're very, very good. Yeah.
And Cam Coleman's in that class as well.
Yeah. Here's the thing that I think is funny though. That whole class and it being so good and so loaded is purely based off of Jeremiah Smith and Ryan Williams.
Yeah.
Like they don't really, no one really knows anybody else who's going to be
don't.
available. So like there, a lot of other things have to go really right for that to be the next most goated class of all time. You might have maybe just really awesome top heavy guys. Who knows?
David said Carnell Tate played for IMG for that infamous game versus Bishop Sycamore. Yup. Good old Bishop Sycamore. It's my alma mater. So can you put the question back up about Caleb Johnson, Becca? That was a good question. I wouldn't say I wouldn't be using to answer this question once we find it. I wouldn't use say the bakery's predictive. That's not really what it's used. It's just a scoring model, and so it can be predictive, but it's only predictive to a certain extent. Nothing can be perfectly predictive. But he basically says, "Is there anything to be said about bakery scores over time being predictive?" And I don't think there is. Realistically, I don't think that's how we're trying to use it. It's informing our decisions. But between Caleb Johnson getting third-round draft capital and being rated as high as the bakery as he was, and going to a situation where we thought he was going to get all the volume. I mean, the miss wasn't necessarily because we thought he was so high in the bakery. The miss was because all the stars were aligned, and for somehow he doesn't touch the field.
Yep.
He also played at a Power 5 school.
But,
Actually, he played in the best conference in college football and ran for 1 million yards there. So it was just like, I don't know.
Very odd.
It's a weird one. So it's not predictive.
But, I mean, you had a guy like Scadaboo who was the highest graded yellow tier running back ever. And the highest graded
him and Tootin.
The highest graded him and Tootin
the fourth
day three running backs like ever.
So the highest, they're the highest graded 4th round running backs in the bakery ever. Yeah. So yeah, like sometimes like for Scadaboo, the purpose of Scadaboo, like it was kind of predictive actually.
Yeah, and you're obviously looking at a really positive outlook long term for Tootin if ETN doesn't stay.
So we keep all that in mind though. Trust me, I've thought a lot about Caleb Johnson and how we analyzed his analytical profile and why he hasn't hit. That's been something that I have thought about a lot.
It's hindsight's 2020, and that one's pretty tough.
David says, I'm also a fan of the 26 class, hence why I'm hesitant to trade away my first, although I'm a contender this year. And the reason is, and you could make that argument for and against that every single year, no matter what the class is. But, the reason this year is to not trade your 26 first ways because it's undervalued, and they're always going to go up in value. They're always going to go up in value, but this year they're going to go up more in value. It's only a matter of time, dude. Like when we come out with our mock draft next week and we start talking about some of these guys, we're going to do our part in fueling the excitement in the Dynasty community about this class. Because Nathan and I don't think this class sucks. And there are also some serviceable running backs in this class. It's obviously not last year's running back class.
Yeah.
And nobody expects it to be. But, Jonah Coleman is very serviceable. We've at this point,
Jonah Coleman looks solid. Le'Veon Moss looks solid.
If you give Katron Allen 2nd round draft capital, which I think is very, very reasonable for Katron, who he's probably our Penn State running back one.
Yep.
He goes up into that green tier. Darius Taylor, we have him with 3rd. If he gets 2nd, he's in the green tier. So if you have some of these guys, and I don't know,
3rd round for Darius Taylor, he's already in the green tier.
No, 3rd round he's in the yellow tier. Justice Haynes with 3rd round is also in the yellow tier. Now, the yellow tier is not as predictive.
I'm fine taking yellow tier shots. I mean, who are the yellow tier running backs this past year? Scadaboo, Quinshawn, Harvey, and Tootin.
Quinshawn actually has jumped up a tier. I think Brian tweaked something.
Oh, he did.
So he's in the green tier now.
Cool.
Which is good. He should have been in the green tier.
That is good, yeah.
But it's not bad. J-Rox is more saying that rising versus falling with magnitude, that trend might be valuable. 2 guys at 10 in the bakery are very different. If one was at 12 at the beginning okay, I see. At 12 at the beginning of the second, one was 7. Okay, yeah, I get that. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. We're evaluating all of that. I traded a 9th and 10th round startup pick for a 26 for 2 firsts. Yeah, that's a steal. If I have to put startup draft picks versus future firsts, the lowest that a future first is usually valued in startup drafts, like a late first, is usually equivalent to about an 8th round pick. More often than not, you see that 111 and 112 go in the 8th round of startups. And so trading a 9th and a 10th for first, that will obviously, you'll gain at least a round or 2, or maybe even a bunch of rounds, depending on where the first ends up. What's up, Slot? Need your help. Would you move a 26 first in Dowdle for a 2nd in Javonte? Hesitant to move my only 26. Look, Javante's a great buy as contender. We said that in the video today. I'm totally fine from a value standpoint with that deal. I'm totally fine with that deal. Because I think you're at the point now where you could think about trading a 26 first straight up for Javonte Williams, and it would return on value. because as soon as Javonte gets signed, look, there's no world where Javonte Williams does this year and doesn't either get re-signed with the Cowboys. The Cowboys would be stupid not to re-sign him if he does this all year.
Jerry's done dumber things.
But Jerry's done dumber things. He would go somewhere else and get re-signed. And so at that point, like you're losing out on your first. But Javonte getting a new deal, somewhere even equivalent to Dallas, like that would be great. And so I'm fine with it. Especially if you're a heavy contender, and that's going to be a late first, then yeah, definitely do it. I'm definitely good with that trade. I have 7 firsts, 8 seconds, 6 thirds, next to the rookie draft, building around a Jaden Daniels. The rest of the roster is awful. That'll be a fun build, man. It'll be fun to see those rookies roll in, and that's a long process for the next 3 rookie drafts. So hopefully your league is stable and lasts a long time and stays active. But it is fun to do that. I've tried that build a lot. Traded my 26 first and another league mate's 27 first for Garrett Wilson in an early 26 second. If you're contending, like, then you just basically moved back a couple spots in the second round and paid a 27 first for Garrett Wilson. And it's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. You can't put pick prices on guys that are going in the third round like Garrett Wilson, who are producing as a top 10 wide receiver right now from a production standpoint, and has the worst quarterback. So one of the worst quarterback situations in the league. I got it, Beck.
Sorry, not me. The monitor.
I'll have to do it.
Okay.
So I like that, but this mock's a little bit more normal here. Looks like Puka went as the wide receiver 2 behind Chase at like the 106.
Nice.
You had Lamb, Jefferson, Puka, and Chase all go there. You had Amon-Ra in the first. You've got the 2 running backs. And Achane actually jumped up into the first in this one. Puka still goes in the second, though. Bowers goes in the second in this draft. That's where I think he should be valued at the end of the second, probably. Closer to where he went last draft, but not quite that far. But Ibuka goes there. You still got Omarion Hampton up there in the first. Rome Odunze still in the second. And then really, Rice goes in the third in this draft. One more week. He is back in 1 week, dude. He is back in 1 week.
Who?
Rasheed.
Oh,
this is the last week without Rasheed Rice.
I know. I'm really pumped.
I'm freaking pumped.
I'm sure you are.
Is there a way to see the fixed effects or just overall methodology for the bakery ice? I think it's regression. Would be curious about objective function. You'd have to ask Ryan about that one. I know I can see it, but definitely you have to see how much he would share with you, to be honest. I'm sure he would, though. Sure he would. Drop a like. T-shirt 69 in the chat. We're giving away a t-shirt first. Connor traded Rice and Hall for Bucky and Laporta as a contender.
I probably would have held Rice and Hall, because as a contender, Rice is coming back in a week. At this point, you may as well just hold him.
I had Connor and Benson. They're both out. I mean, it was not like you got killed in the value there. But I think Rice over Bucky and Hall and Laporta. I would do Hall over Laporta pretty easily at this point.
Yeah,
so.
same. Yep.
I probably would have held, though.
Yeah.
I'll let you take G Sonny's question. I'm going to go put your monitor on.
Yeah, if you're a 5-0 contending team, running back room is Kyron Chuba and Pollard. Is moving a first and fourth for Chase Brown and Shaheed solid? No. If you're going to move a first, I would not move it for Chase Brown. I would look to move that first for a Jacobs or Breece Hall caliber running back. Or if you're 5-0, honestly, I don't know if you could get one of those guys. You're probably looking, if you're going to have to pay a first for a productive running back in the value range of Chase Brown, I would much rather do it for Javonte than I would Chase Brown. Much rather. They're the same age. One of them's in a much better situation. Their long-term outlooks are just as foggy as the other. So really, you're paying for immediate production. Chase Brown's immediate production is horrible. He hasn't been producing at all. So that's a good question, G Sonny, but I would definitely make the most out of that first. And I don't think Chase Brown is really maximizing what you could get production-wise for that pick. I'm an unexpected 4-1 start team with Hendo and Hassan Haskins as running back 1 and 2. I have Hurts, Mahomes, Igbuka, Rice, Ladd, and a bunch of tight ends I'm using in flex. What running back is worth a mid to late first? Again, a mid to late first, probably Scattaboo. I would pay a mid to late first for Scattaboo if you're a contending team. As 4-1, yeah, I would do that. It's hard to pay a singular first for a running back that you really feel good about long term, because all the productive ones that are safe are a little bit more expensive than that. And all the ones that are really, really, really not safe long term are a little bit cheaper than that. With the exception of Javonte, I would say is probably the only exception. So
Slot asked if we're buying Caleb Johnson low. If you're a rebuild, yeah.
Yeah, because he doesn't really cost anything.
And as a throw-in, sure. Yeah. He's a good throw-in. He's a good rebuild target if you have no value on your team. So.
Yep. Because generally as a rebuild, you can't afford to buy assets more expensive than that.
So real quick, we're going to keep drafting here. But if you are interested in getting your team reviewed tonight on the stream, we'll obviously have some openings. We had 6 in the queue coming into tonight, and then free reign in terms of the queue. So to sign up, if you want to, we show them the Bitly real quick, Becca. You can go follow the Bitly page. There's a couple different ways to do it. And yeah, you can click the top button there. The top button gets you a free team blueprint, or you can get an all-cart blueprint with the second button. But if you do sign up with code DOMAIN for the annual Mother Flocker tier, you're going to get everything that the site has. You're going to get our rankings, our Dynasty trade calculator. You're going to get all of that jazz. Plus, you're going to get Infinite Blueprint, which is a new blueprint every week. So anybody that signs up tonight and comes and gets all of our Dynasty tools, our rankings, things like that, gets our Discord. Again, you are going to get a free team blueprint included with that tonight on the stream. So that's the way to get your free team blueprint. We just include it with the membership. We do it live. And again, you get a new blueprint every week. So you can check that out. Code DOMAIN, flockfantasy.com/domain. That's how you can come join the community, support the channel, and get your team reviewed on tonight's stream. Of course, get your team featured. But wanted to make sure you guys knew that as we were kind of going through this startup. But we'll keep talking about these guys. So T-shirt 69 to win the T-shirt, by the way. So all right. I got another Ollie Pop, so pretty good. Really? Prebiotics are good for your digestive system, I thought. Like, what are we talking here? Like, what's going to happen? Real what?
Are you serious?
I've
had so many of those. I've never had that issue.
Is it worth my stomach hurting to have another apple Ollie Pop?
Yes.
Yes. I'm sure chat agrees with me. I thought I was going to have like the best digestive system of all time after drinking 2 of them. I thought it was a great thing.
Yeah,
too much of something that's healthy for you. It's like, oh, you're eating too much salad.
I'm hopeless at this point.
Yeah, I was going to say, we couldn't give Nathan 20 Ollie Pops. Wouldn't make a difference.
Facts.
So
yeah, right.
Other guys that are interesting here to see where they go in startups. But Judkins goes in the 3rd here, but like Travis Hunter still going in the 5th. So it's not terrible.
Nope.
You've seen Zay slide up a little bit. And Zay has just really slid up because all the other guys have been so flaky behind him and around him.
Yeah.
That really is the only reason. He's still been Zay. His efficiency's been good. His route running.
We were so right about that teardrop fall off.
Oh, yeah,
the lack of consistency beyond that fall off has just been unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean, and even the guys at the end of that fall off, like, you know, Brown and Higgins were the 2 guys there.
Higgins,
like they've fallen like half a round.
You're right. It was Brown, Higgins, Rice, Odunze.
But you're right. Every other wide receiver that was before that has stayed within the top 4 rounds.
Yep.
So
Igbuka kind of got into that tier right towards the end of the offseason.
Yes, Jersey blueprints are going to be after we do some drafts and Q&A and stuff like that. How long till Henderson finally starts seeing meaningful touches? So I saw a tweet that's interesting. I just want to read to all you guys and read to Nathan right now. Because this is somebody that we highly respect. And with the Henderson situation, it's kind of interesting because, you know, from a talent perspective, we are as high on Travion Henderson as anybody. And we think he's going to be extremely good at some point. But the reality is he's not getting the workload yet. And I want to try to find this. Hold on, let me look. I didn't bookmark it or anything.
Who tweeted it?
That franchise guy.
I wondered. He's historically pretty low on Henderson.
Yeah. And I don't know if I can find it, but basically said that he wasn't all that surprised that this was his role and that he was he doesn't have good vision anyway, so he's not sure how much he's going to see the field at all. Which is very interesting.
Yeah, I
don't know why the Patriots would
I
be him on the
have a
field
hard time believing that is going to be his long-term outlook, this usage for an early 2nd round pick. That's pretty rare. So
said here's what he said. Nobody wanted to bring up the fact that Henderson had DeAndre Swift level vision at Ohio State without the added creativity as a rusher. Vision can be developed, but right now Henderson is a pure receiving only back being forced into a larger role. He does thrive as a receiving back. So I do kind of agree as a runner, there's not a ton of creativity there. That wasn't really on his tape, at Ohio
No,
State.
his-
A lot of what was
his-
on his tape
his
was just his
strength was being a
athleticism
hybrid.
and getting him in space.
Yep.
And his acceleration. Like, I mean, that was a huge part of it. But most of that came in the receiving game. I still don't buy that he's not going to break out, but it's just interesting.
And
it
is
is.
Ramondre really that much better?
I mean, we know that's not true.
Right.
Want to talk about lack of creativity as a runner? Like, what are we
Yeah.
doing?
Mhm.
What are we doing? No, Ramondre needs to disappear at this point.
Yep.
Javonte goes 6'12 there, so that's interesting. He's seen a little bit of a value bump. We see Tucker Kraft go there, Jake Ferguson and Kraft go in the 6th round. So Fergie jumps up a little bit there. Booty Clap took Fergie there. I think it's a good pick. Waddle goes in the 5th, so you've seen like a 2-round jump for him, which is warranted. Miles says, if I signed for Annual Motherfucker before last season, do I have access to Infinite Blueprint? Yeah, you sure do. Yeah, if you're an existing annual, yeah, you do. Go over on the Discord. You can open a ticket and get signed up for it. Which, yeah, I know you're an Annual Motherfucker, so you definitely have access to it. You just need to get signed up. Jersey said, submit a blueprint for later drafted Judkins for you, fellas. Is that a boy? Hey, you didn't do it for us. You did it for you, man. I mean, I can pull up the 6 videos in a row. We talked about it for 11 minutes on one of the videos one time. Like, go buy Quinshawn. And people in the comment section were telling us that he wasn't going to get signed.
We always have a take in the off season that is like, you know, putting our reputation on the line in the off season, and Quinshawn was.
If
by
Quinshawn
far
wouldn't have signed, if by some
something
act of
crazy-
God, like that, he wouldn't have been on a team, we
Yeah.
would have been screwed.
so screwed.
Yeah, it would have been our worst.
But again, we don't just put our necks on the line
for nothing.
for
we
absolutely
we were
nothing.
100% sure.
Like,
and the
very,
reason we were
very
100% sure
confident.
because it was always going to happen.
Yeah.
Davis says Henderson needs to fumble more often. That's the solution. Evidently, it is. I don't understand it. Somebody asked Mike Vrabel about getting Henderson involved, and he was like, "Yeah, I mean, he's like, we're trying to get him in there. He's like, we're trying to get him. We're going to try to get him on kickoff returns." And there was like, "Oh,
What the heck? Golly.
oh Vrabel."
Jeez Louise.
Can we just talk about this too?
Yeah.
The fact that the Patriots got to hire Mike Vrabel makes me sick.
Yeah.
He is a top 10 coach in the NFL. I
I know,
can't.
he's awesome.
I just cannot believe they got him, man.
He was
It's a
waiting.
nightmare that he is. the coach of that team.
Here's the thing though. He was waiting to get that job.
I know.
So
They're gonna win a Super Bowl with him.
they will probably have a good long-term shot for sure.
Yeah. Would you all ever have intro theme music for your videos? Could be a good idea. I think we used to. I think we do start with music at the beginning, but it's over us talking. We wouldn't do dedicated music at the beginning. We used to have that, but you lose a ton of viewers like that, and so we just start and we have music underneath of us. So that's a good question. Slot says, forgot to mention I traded Nix and Gibbs for Daniels and a first. Wow. Okay, and then Stroud and Olave for Baker in a second. I'm fine with both of. I'm fine with both. So Nix is a 4th rounder now. So realistically, like the Daniels, if you're calling that an uptrade, it's a Superflex league. That's even. We got to adjust to Nix's new value. He's a 4th round pick. So I'm fine with that. You got the best player in the deal, so I can't say you did bad on that one.
People realized real quick that there was no competitive advantage owning Bo Nix versus any other QB in that range.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's kind of crazy. G Sonny, what's up, brother? We appreciate you. Yeah, I know you're not new, but you're a new domain fricker. How about that? Yeah, it's Superflex, yeah. And then Stroud and Olave for Baker in a second is fine. Like you're basically paying Stroud. Yeah, I'm good with it. Baker's the best asset in that deal as well. As long as you have the wide receiver depth there with Olave, then you paid for a top 6 producing wide receiver. Quarterback. So yep. Yeah, I think you did fine in both of those. They're even. Like those are very fair trades, to be honest with you. I don't think you fleeced them, but you probably weren't trying to. As contender, you taking Debo for a 26 second. Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, I will take a 26 second. I will trade a 26 second for Debo all day.
Yep.
Here, take this 26 seconds so I can score 17 points per game in my flex spot. Becca, will you make a small?
Great contending target.
Will you make a smaller? Thank you. Looking to trade for Burrow, should I hold on to Dart or Ward? I mean, realistically, I probably wouldn't trade either of them, but Dart is the one I would hold.
Yep.
You have Jefferson and Nico. Then yeah, I'm good with that.
Oh, gosh, I don't really want to trade any of those QBs.
Drew says I'm still a Bo Nix believer. Top 10 QB as a rookie last year.
The sophomore slump is real.
The sophomore slump is real, unless you're CJ Stroud and you just never get out of it. But Bo's fine. Bo's fine. I don't have any strong feelings one way or the other about Bo Nix, and I probably never will.
No, I mean, he's in a great situation. Sean loves him. And I think as a real life NFL quarterback, I think Bo Nix is great. So I think he'll kind of, I can't even say at this point. I was going to say, I think he'll maintain. I don't know. I mean, you have great QBs like Dak going in the 6th. So who knows? Bo Nix could settle down there and still be a great top 12 quarterback in the NFL.
Here's the interesting thing. What has Bo Nix's rushing upside been this year? It's not bad, but it's not.
Bosif Nix.
It's not bad, but it's not. He's not on track to do quite what he did last year.
Yeah.
But realistically, I mean, he still puts together some good games, and he still puts together some games where it's not great. So,
yeah, actually,
I just don't feel that strongly about him one way or the other. I just can't. I don't.
He had a tough one week 1 against Tennessee, but past that, he's been fine. 21-13, 26-17. But here's the thing. When Baker's doing the same thing and there's a 2.5 round gap between them heading into the season.
That's why you down tier.
That's why you down tier.
That's why you down
when Dak is outproducing all of them, it's also why you down tier.
Dylan made this trade. He had neighbors, so he's reloading, but gave up Javonte, Quinshon, and Lawrence in a 26 first for Genty May in a second. You got the 2+ players in the deal. It's hard to say you lost that one. I think you won. I think you won that one. You essentially look at it as this, like Quinshon and Javonte for Genty and the other 2 for May. Like, yeah. Don't want to spark beef between you two lovebirds. I have Bijan, CMC, Saquon, and then London, Rome, BTJ, Lad, Waddle, Devontae. I'm contending is moving Waddle for Brees a win, or Lad will move for the future. Realistically, you've
Waddle
got
for
Bijan,
Brees?
CMC. I would hold Waddle. I think Waddle has more value upside than Brees does.
Yep.
As a wide receiver, that's going into his prime. So
I think I agree.
I think it's lateral from a production standpoint. Even I think Waddle can average 13, 14 points a game rest of the season.
There's so much validation that the Dynasty community is going to get from Waddle being the established wide receiver 1 there next year that it's not even going to take much for him to just gain a ton of value regardless.
Yeah.
And for Brees, you do have to, while we're optimistic that he'll get an extension somewhere, you do have to have an ideal landing spot. You have to have a respectable extension, and you have to not get franchise tagged by the Jets. So there's a lot of ifs there, and it's just when for Waddle.
Alex asked Ricky Pearsall and JMO for Emeka Ibuka. It's not even close. That's a blowout, not a close trade. You're fleecing them if you get Emeka Ibuka there. It's not relatively in the same stratosphere of value there.
No one was selected at the 9-12.
Will you refresh the draft, Becca? It's being all glitchy. That is a 2nd round pick versus a 7th round pick and another 7th round pick. That does not compute.
No compute.
The 2nd round pick always wins. You getting the best player in the deal? Yeah, it's Emeka Ibuka, y'all. Sucks, man. Like, I mean, realistically, what was his bakery score at Ibuka's?
I think he was
the top of that.
He was a yellow tier, right?
Top of that yellow tier.
Yeah. He got penalized because he stayed, and that is something that actually Ryan's going to be working pretty hard on tweaking this year.
Is that part of what it was?
There's been a heavy premium, not a heavy premium, a heavy penalty applied to receivers that stay longer than 3 years that don't declare early. But now with NIL, a lot of these players are staying because they're getting paid just as much money.
Dude, if you give Emeka Ibuka junior status, he's the wide receiver 2 over Travis Hunter in the bakery.
Right. So that's...
I can't believe we didn't catch that earlier.
Well, that's something that Ryan's going to work on.
I'm glad he caught that, man, because
So we need to figure out, like, I think we might have, like, some sort of threshold level where, like, hey, if they're in this tier as a late breakout...
Yeah.
And they were essentially like...
It don't matter.
They were ready to go the year before. And we would have to... It might have to be case by case every single year.
Ricky Pearsall jumps up quite a bit as a junior.
Yeah.
Zay Flowers, if you give him junior status, he pretty much stays the same. So
that was, I think, before NIL.
Rashee Rice, if you give him junior status, doesn't affect his score that much either.
I think
this is
how long has NIL been implemented?
3 years.
So Zay stayed for a final year that was
Zay was
an
at Boston
NIL
College.
year.
He didn't really have draft stock. He
Right.
created his draft stock during his redshirt season.
Yes.
Tallyho says, what do you think of the chances Breece Hall gets traded in season? Supposedly the Chiefs and Bears are interested. I'm just gonna say this. If that theoretical scenario,
I mean, that would be unbelievably amazing.
I would be unbearably obnoxious. You will
I literally don't care.
never hear the end of it if that happens. ever.
That would be sick. So, who do you think has traded this year in the middle of the season? See, the Colts have been moving around cap,
Yeah.
like sneakily moving
So we
around
can lose in
a lot of
so we
cap.
can lose in the wild card round.
Who do you think they're going for? I
Hendrickson.
would assume defense, right?
Yeah.
Hendrickson?
Yep. I think they're gonna try. Because Hendrickson
There's nothing. I don't think he would cost that much.
no,
Because
and realistically,
in terms of draft capital, because he's an unrestricted after this year.
the Colts are interested evidently. So that's what it's been reported. I need a running back
I
for
mean,
injuries.
that would be
We'd be cooking.
unfair.
We'd be cooking.
Yeah.
Like I actually think we had
Buckner
a
and
shot. I don't
Hendrickson.
know. I still feel like we need I feel like we need secondary more than anything. But
Yeah, I don't think we'll get secondary though.
well, that kind of sucks. Need a running back for injuries in Dynasty. Moved Ibuka and Rico Dowdle for Rasheed and Derrick Henry. How bad did I do? I mean, Rasheed and Ibuka are value even, and then Dowdle for Henry. You take Henry there, so I think you did just fine there, Joshua. I think you did just fine. Sam Darnold in the 11th interesting. I definitely don't think Sam Darnold should be going next to Tua. What's Darnold's deal? How many years does he actually have locked in on that?
1 this year.
It's only the 1 year deal.
So it was kind of like Baker's going into Tampa a couple years ago.
You know what, Nate?
Where he finally got like a reworked extension. So Sam Darnold
He'll get re-signed just like
get
Baker did.
re-signed just like Baker did. Yeah.
Sam Darnold is if you need a
have-
QB in Dynasty, Sam Darnold's a fat buy.
I've listed him as a buy in a lot of
He
blueprints.
is a huge buy right now.
Yeah.
Like he's going next to Tua. Tua's going to lose his job and get replaced.
He's earned
and
it.
Sam Darnold's going to get paid.
He has unlocked a new level of
He's playing well,
offensive
man.
explosiveness for that offense that Geno never offered.
Yeah.
Because ironically, he's just pretty good decision making. He looks better. I don't know about better. He looks just as good this year as he did last year.
He looks better than he did last year. He does look better. Like I think objectively he does.
So I lied. He actually has 2 years, so 25 and 26.
Well, he's going to be there. He's just
3 years,
he's
100
kind of-
million. It is a carbon copy of the Baker deal.
it's a carbon copy of his career arc as well. Top pick, was on a crappy franchise, didn't do well, got benched, went to a couple different teams, went to a team that finally gave him a shot. The only difference is
A lot of people, a lot of ex-NFL players, quarterbacks. Actually, Brady and Manning have been really, really, really loud about it. But the lack of development of quarterbacks heading into the NFL and how quickly they're cast aside, and this unprecedented resurgence of multiple QBs that are looking to be top half of the league quarterback options that you really can build your franchise around. And I like it's no coincidence that it's taken this long for these guys, and it's not going to get better because of the way these offenses are being run in college now because of NIL. You're essentially just paying whoever's producing and getting them implemented in an offense as quick as possible. And they run like these super basic offensive systems that are very easy to learn. There's no, like, honestly, like from an NFL perspective, nothing that they're doing at the college level is even close to as advanced as what they're going to go through in the NFL. So it takes them forever to get, like, they're not conditioned for it in college or anything like that. A lot of it is being lined up in shotgun. Yeah. I remember CJ Stroud, it started that year of CJ Stroud when it became like very, very obvious and clear where there was like nobody in college anymore that was lining up under center. And Stroud was like one of those guys where a lot of people were making a big deal about, oh, he's could be a good prospect, but he's never lined up under center or anything like that. And now it's just every single year, all these QBs are going super duper high, and none of them have ever like done really anything that they're going to see in the NFL. But it drives me nuts. It's part of why college football is really hard to watch a lot of the time. Is it's RPO after RPO after RPO after RPO.
That's all I use offenses
in the
RPO.
gun, and I know. And theirs is like they're at least explosive and they work well doing it. But honestly, I mean, guys like Fernando, it kind of is a toss-up on what their outlook is going to be. And it's already a toss-up for a lot of these QBs.
Yep.
But again, guys like Baker and Darnold who were in these crappy situations forever, and they went QB first and nobody else instead of offensive line first, like the Detroit Lions. And then they get in Goff, and then he, kind of has a career resurgence and that type of stuff. I don't know. I think you're going to see more and more backup QBs that had good draft capital with good traits get more opportunities later in their career. And I think you're going to see more guys be risers.
It's happened multiple times in the last couple of years already. Like it's happening more frequently than it ever happened.
Mm-hmm.
When it used to be when somebody was dead, they were dead.
Yep.
All right, let's jump over now. Let's start looking at your guys' trades and team reviews here. If you want to submit a team review, I've got the link in the comments for that. Anybody's welcome to submit one. Again, you can join and get the free one, or you can do an a la carte one as well. But we are going to jump in. We have a trade here from Mostly that we're going to start with. And so Mostly's trade question, we appreciate you. Mostly says, both picks are early. Is this enough to move Saquon? The full trade here is Saquon Barkley and a 26 early mid-second for Javonte Williams, Devonta Smith, and a first. Wow, so this is very interesting here. I'm pretty tempted to take this, actually. It's a lateral production move to Javonte, and you get Devonta Smith, and who's probably going to be valued next to Saquon. I would take this deal.
I feel better about this. I'm good with this.
I would take this deal.
I saw one earlier. It may have been Mostly that was Saquon for Javonte in a first, and I was like, you need a little more. I like this a lot more. More.
Becca, I'll mark the trades. You can just go to the next one. So
if AJ Brown is on the move in the offseason, I mean, you're going to see Devonta Smith and Saquon be a lot closer alone. And then you get the plus of the first and Javonte. So
yeah, Tallyho's got a trade question here for us. Travion, Malik Neighbors, and a first for Genti and Romo Dunze. Let's just math this. So Neighbors and Odunze can cancel.
Genti and
Odunze. Henderson and a first for Genti.
Yeah, I'd take Genti and Odunze.
Take the two best players.
It's a 10 team too. So.
Well, Neighbors is probably the second best player, but
yeah.
DGen Kin, appreciate you, KT. Early first in the 201 contender. I'm not sure what to do. This is a 201. It's an early first. It's BTJ. You get Javonte. It's an early first. How early are we talking? Like top 3 guaranteed? There's a tier there, Yeah, whose first is it? Tell me whose first that is, KT. And I'll tell you whether or not it's going to be super early. But value-wise, an early first and Javonte Williams for Brian Thomas is fine value. You get the 201 as well. It's fine value. I think I'm going to mark it as fair, but depends on whose first that is, to be honest, and how confident you are it's going to be a top 3 first. So yeah, Scott does have the night off. It's Becca tonight, so. All right. Jaden Daniels, Brandon Ayuk, Chris Olave for JJ McCarthy, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and Josh Downs here. You're basically downtrading from Jaden Daniels to Amon-Ra. Yeah. I mean, Chris Olave and McCarthy are value even. So I would probably hold here.
Yeah.
I'd probably hold here, Trickster. Now, I can give you something. I like Amon-Ra, and I would rather just get another really good asset here instead of getting the 2 assets. Amon-Ra, Trey Benson maybe, and something else. Mason Taylor. Let's try that combination of guys. That I would be cool with. But you just got to make sure you're getting some value on top of Jaden Daniels' net value, I should say. You can refresh, Becca.
All right, Messi-tron.
All right, Messi's going to be up first here. Again, send him our way. Here we go. We're going to start with our first one here. Messi, we got you done before 7. Appreciate you, man. First year of this league, traded 2 firsts, Benson and Scat for Warren, Kyron, and DK after the startup. Yeah. That's kind of rough now, actually. Benson and Scat are pretty close to like Kyron and DK, and then pay 2 firsts for Warren. I mean, yeah, it's a little bit of an overpay, but it's fine. You got Warren back, so. I feel like I have to contend I don't have my first for 2 years, but not sure if I have the firepower to beat the higher contending teams. Your team name here is Rookie, and we've got you a second here. So let's take a look at this.
What is he, 6 and 4?
Yeah, so he's 6-4. It's a
we're
league
looking good
meeting.
here.
He's third in the rankings. He's third in points for. He's definitely contending here.
Yeah, so we'll go Daniels, Herbert, Jones, AR. Oh gosh, what are we doing with Jones? Oh man,
That doesn't really change his
yeah,
grades.
yeah,
His
I know.
grade's an 8,
No,
so.
I know. It was just a side note. Like,
Yeah.
what are we doing with Jones in Dynasty? Quinshawn, Kyron, Caleb Charbonnet, some other depth. That's a 6 with Quinshawn and Kyron. You got Emeka, Nico, Higgins, DK, Ayuk, Burden, Cup, Diggs. A lot of depth there. It's like a 6 or a 7. I'll give you a 7. Tyler Warren's an 8. This is a well-rounded contend reload. You're a top contender in this.
Don't do it there. Don't do it there. Do it with the button. Boom. Boom. Contend, reload.
Yep.
QB was an 8, by the way.
Yep.
Good job, Becca. All right. Yeah, definitely contending here. Who are his current flex spots, Nate?
We got DK and
Like Charbonnet.
DK and Cup or Diggs.
Yeah, because he's got Higgins in a starting spot right now.
Yeah, so I would be trading Higgins. I would move Higgins for Waddle.
Yep, let's do that.
As a contending team.
I think you got a down tier at quarterback too from Herbert probably.
Yeah.
Down tier from Herbert to like Dak.
Yep.
First Dak down tier of the night, baby. Indiana Jones' redemption arc. The Colts have their QB of the future. I hope you're right, man. I hope he continues to play like this. And I
That'd
hope
be
it
awesome.
works out. I hope we make a Super Bowl. I hope we win it, and it would be the best day of my life.
I'm just like,
Can you imagine Daniel Jones hoisting a Lombardi? Like, can you just picture that in your head? That doesn't compute.
no. With all like the photo,
Shane
with
Steichen.
all like the bits and photos of him like foaming at the mouth, with like the really weird like deer cotton headlights look.
What's funny is
in
he's
the
like
media.
now he's like got aura now or aura.
Yeah, I know.
Now that he's on the Colts, like he's flirting with what's her name? Kay Adams, is that her name? He was flirting with her when he was on her show.
What are you talking about? Who's that?
Kay Adams is the girl that has that NFL show that does all the interviews. You know who she is. She does that. She has the. I don't know what she's on, but she's on some. I think she's on NFL Network.
Oh, you mean like actually flirting?
Yeah. Well, I mean, pretty
That's
much.
funny.
But I'm sure our viewers know who Kay Adams is. I would guarantee they do.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. So.
Yeah, that's par for the course.
Yeah.
That is the most Nathan thing that will ever happen on this show is him not knowing who Kay Adams
So
is.
we'll take Charbonnet and Diggs and we'll up tier.
Yeah, no, you gotta make an up tier at running back. You probably want to do another up tier wide receiver too. All
Sorry,
those
I meant
guys
Charbonnet and Cup.
Oh, so are you gonna up tier at wide receiver?
Probably running back.
You do okay. I was gonna say you probably do need to do one more up tier wide receiver there because all of your guys down through Cup are startable because you can plug in Diggs right now and he's probably starting.
Yeah, I
Diggs.
know. I would stick with Diggs as a contending team right now. Just take the production, see how long it lasts. If it doesn't, whatever. If not, you're not going to get anything for him at this point because he already lost too much value.
This is a good question. Because we haven't even talked
before
about
he
this.
started producing. What?
Yes, if you do the voucher bundle, we will do your review on stream. The voucher bundle is the new team. You get a team review, trade question, a start sit question, and we all have them now. And so it's $79. So you get all of that. So yeah, we would do it on stream if you bought one. But you guys are welcome to do that as well if you want to get the vouchers with it. That's kind of a good deal right now too.
When was that launched?
This week.
Oh, I didn't see
I
that.
just put it out. Yep.
Okay, cool.
Yes, here it says a huge trade should happen for me and my blueprint will inform if it doesn't update. Yes, sir. It should update, but I'll let you know.
Okay, so Higgins, pivot, Herbert down to your Charbonnet, Cooper Cup. Up
He said we have a guy who traded all of his picks for this year. Look at the Rizzler. Can you show me the Rizzler? You know me as the Rizzler. I'm the Panther dressed in black. Once I give your girl the Riz face, there's no chance she's turning back. Yeah, you can unsubscribe. It's fine.
So gave you Waddle as a target when you're pivoting off of T. Higgins, Javonte Williams as a running back target when you're using some depth pieces up to your Courtland Sutton as a target when you're down tiering from Justin Herbert, getting Dak on top, trying to get a contending wide receiver.
That guy's team is cheeks for not having any picks. Matthew Golden's his best receiver.
Yeah, that's Ripplage.
That's a bad dynasty team.
Right
He's going to be screwed in a
Yeah,
year.
he will be in trouble.
So that's kind of funny.
He's loaded at running back, but...
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. If he loses, he lost everything.
Correct.
It's the Wario meme. What did it cost? Everything.
Comments on this team. I would consider
What's up, Doc?
Can consider moving Warren for a cornerstone wide receiver.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, Slot. Probably his running backs, but still, it is funny.
Yeah. So consider moving Warren for a cornerstone wide receiver.
Oh, man.
And getting a cheaper tight end. You know who we're talking about.
Jeremy says, got a team review. Hope it is live. Did you select the live team blueprint option? If you did, you should be good to go. So. If not, we'll still do
other comments on this team. Obviously, you have multiple seconds here in 2026 and 2027. No first for the foreseeable future. I would probably avoid moving any more future draft capital for now.
Nate pretending not to know who Kay Adams is in case his wife is watching. No, that's a real thing actually. Nate doesn't probably know who Kay Adams is.
I would tell you if I knew who they were.
Oh man.
Here, let me look it up. Maybe I'll
My Shaper Mint addiction. That was wild, you guys.
Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
You don't know who that is?
No, I've never seen her.
Shaper Mint. I mean, I've never looked at Shaper Mint in my life.
What?
You saw that clip that Anna sent you, right?
No, I did not see the clip.
Yeah. Yeah, I was on Fantasy Pros.
What is Shaper Mint?
It's like this, like body shaping spandex. And so the ad was like, I was looking through the Fantasy Pros injury report, and it was on the side of all these women like that just had Shaper Mint on, like nude colored Shaper Mint. I was like,
no. No. That's brutal, dude.
Miles, just go to our Discord, go to the domain section and open up a ticket there, and we can help you with that. We've got a customer service team to help you out with that. So any more questions or comments on this one?
You.
Me, huh?
Yep.
Boy, talk about his second round picks.
I said avoid moving any future first.
Yeah, but I would move your seconds. He doesn't have any first. I would move the 26 seconds, and I would include him in deals to get up tiers, especially at like your running back 3 spot. I like this team though. Also one thing that I'd be considering here, Messi, is of course sniping some guys from the bottom teams here. There's a 1-9 team that is the worst team I've ever seen in my life. The other 4-6 team is not very good. There are some 4-6 teams that could go down here soon though that have some good options. So as people kind of fall off and get beat, then snipe guys from that team as well. Do you have any questions, Messi, for this one? You're definitely contending. So I knew you kind of weren't sure coming in, but you're definitely contending in our opinion. You guys know me and my Shaper Mint. All right. Appreciate you, Messi. If you have any other questions, drop them in the chat, man. But you have responsibilities in 5 minutes, so good luck. And you can mark that one, Becca. I'll let you mark these as we do them. Appreciate you, Messi. We'll send that one over to you tomorrow. All right. This one's a redraft one. We'll go to the next one. Yes, you are up.
You're gonna have to refresh the whole page, Becca. It's doing its freaking thing.
Yeah, just refresh the entire block page, like I said.
ISU 03. Let us know if you're on the stream.
ISU is an Indiana State University or is an Iowa State University? Top right. Right, there you go. Hello. Yep. Filter. Boom. Boom. Yep.
First call for ISU.
I feel like this main camera's out of focus a little bit.
Maybe. Yeah, it is. It is out of focus.
Yes, Yurt. Filter it again, Beck. I didn't filter. There's still blues in there. Yep. On, off. Do it again. All right. Yes, Yurt. Let's see if your big trade went through. Iowa State. Okay. Yeah. Well. Yes, Yurt. Yep. That's the one. And it's Jeremy, so he's good. Appreciate you, Jeremy. All right. Here it comes. Go up to Yes Yurt.
All right. So Yes Yurt said I just traded for Neighbors about 2 days before the injury happened, but I feel like I got fleeced. I traded Rome, Scadaboo, and Brown for him. Yeah, that's pretty rough.
Tough.
I only got Rodgers as a sprinkle on top. Help me, because like you say, winning money is
winning
cool.
money is the coolest. We got you. We're gonna help you.
A couple things about the layout. There's just a couple bonuses here. As for trading, it's a very hot and cold league. So I'm the main one conducting trades. The top guy doesn't like trading unless it really benefits him. So please help me be BCB Incorporated.
All right,
great.
Cool.
AKA.
Can you scroll down for me, Beck?
Okay.
Go down. Scroll. All right, we got you at 10 here. It's a 10 team start 10. Your team's not bad. Super flex league. It's Dynasty, half PPR, half point, tight, and premium as well. Then a 10 team, you've got Purdy, Dart, and Sanders. I mean, Shador makes it a 10, right? That's going to be like a... I'm going to give you a 6 now because Dart's value is going up so much.
Yep.
Judkins, just by himself is in a 10 team is a 3. Neighbors, London, Hunter, Debo, Ayuk is not bad. 7. And then we'll go Kraft and Pitts 7. So this is not bad, but here's the thing. Like, I
think we got to reload.
Yeah. Well, I wonder if this. So yes, did your trade update? Is your trade being reflected here?
What?
He just said he literally said, he said in the chat. No, he said in the chat 5 minutes ago that there was a huge trade that just went down, and he needed us to make sure that it went through.
Okay.
And so we'll see what he says, but I want to make sure his roster is correct. It should have updated, but sometimes it takes a minute. I don't know what the huge trade would have been, but yeah, just traded CMC, Judy Fields,
okay, we
for
are seeing
Debo, Quinshawn. Oh gosh, and Pacheco.
Okay. Cool.
That's a good trade.
That's fair.
Oh, I'm looking fit. Thanks, Doc. Yeah, I'm feeling fit today. I didn't work out, but I did sit in the sauna, so I sweat off some water. Didn't replace it with some dehydrated.
Are you wearing Shaper Mint?
No, it hasn't come in yet. That was not there.
I know you're really insecure, so you have to wear
I'm
it around me.
Insecure about it. Oh man, it's the nice thing about being a tall guy is you can be fat and nobody will.
Shape his mint.
Yeah, we'll go 1 year reload contend for this roster here. Which I know that probably isn't going to make you super happy, but I do like the trade you made because you flipped CMC for Quinshawn. And so, like, you're already on the right track. But it's going to be easier to reload here with these. With having Hunter, you're going to move Debo again. So we're going to try it. Let's do it.
Yep. All right. Neighbors, we got to hold. London, I'm good at holding. Hunter, in my opinion, got to hold. Brandon Ayuk, hold. Debo, I mean, golly, the deals that are going down for Debo right now with the production, it's like, I mean, yeah, I would shop him for sure. I would shop him and Alec, actually. On a rebuild, I just sold Alec for a second. I'll have you shop both of those guys, see if you can kind of get like a higher value upside type of asset.
Yeah.
Quinshawn's a hold. We'll take Tucker Kraft and Pitts. Tucker Kraft mainly, and we'll go other position. And then we'll take guys like Pitts and Pacheco, and we'll pivot off of both those guys. So you have all your picks. Nothing extra, though. I would target as a reload 2026 rookie picks. If you target 2027 rookie picks, just realize you're probably going to delay the reload.
Yeah.
So if you can get picks this year, that would be ideal.
I would do picks this year for sure. Like everything you can do.
So Tucker Kraft, for going for another position in his value range right now. There are a couple of guys that I like there. If you want to go receiver, you can go like Zay Flowers. If you want to go running back, you can go Travion Henderson.
Mm-hmm.
Either one of those guys I'm cool with.
Hey, Anna. Can you get me a milkshake?
I'm going to give you Flowers as a target at wide receiver. I'll also give you Waddle as a market play right now, and then I'll give you Benson as another market play. Then I'll add in the comments, see if you can get Hampton at a discount due to the recent injury.
He said the guys you just mentioned have McBride and Bowers. So yeah, we definitely don't want that. Let me sort and look at some teams that have the lowest tight end grade in your league. So the guys with the lowest tight ends, you're looking for receivers here, Nate?
What?
Sure. For those targets, which position? Any position?
Wide receiver.
Wide receiver in the Kraft range or Pitts range?
The Kraft range.
So the Kraft range, you're going to be looking at potentially T. Higgins.
I gave him Waddle as another.
Give him T. Higgins.
I'll give him Higgins.
Higgins
and
is a
Waddle.
good one there. You could also
So Benson, Higgins, and Waddle.
Yeah, we're gonna change that one.
Again, value equivalent, guys.
Right down the road, Anna, so.
So any cheap productive vets like Kendrick Bourne right now on this team. B-Rob is insurance to the CMC owner in your league. Mac Jones, well, you to the Purdy owner, you have Brock Purdy. So
yeah,
looking at probably like Kendrick Bourne and B-Rob specifically, like any sort of depth insurance assets for the contending teams in your league, I would just sell that cheap depth for literally any relevant draft capital.
Yeah, yes, that's why I gave you T, is because the guy that has T doesn't have anybody to start tight end, so you could try to trade Tucker Kraft plus maybe a small piece to get T. Higgins, and T. Higgins is a very good target for a reload like
T.
yours.
Higgins is cheaper than Kraft right now.
Okay, so maybe you can.
Yeah. T. Higgins be falling.
Everybody's saying happy birthday to Nathan. Happy birthday, Nate, everybody. We should set off some good buddy.
Thanks, guys. It's not my birthday, but thanks.
No.
Oh, golly. No, thank you.
If I just grip it hard enough here.
Yeah, I know. Super kind of you.
Here, make it full screen so they can see the whole explosion.
Yep. Just set it off.
There you go.
Just...
No, put it on the main camera. No, wrong way. Come on.
Thought I was gonna die.
You survived, didn't you?
Ugh.
Happy birthday to Nathan, everybody.
Barely. It's not my birthday.
Woo!
I'll let you know when it is.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Oh.
All right, yes, go make those moves, man, and let us know if you have any questions. The nice thing about it is my side didn't even get dirty.
Wow. How about that? That's what happens when you shoot away from your direction.
Oh man. No, it's Nathan's birthday. It's Nathan's birthday. All right.
Yeah, and I do just want to highlight here again. I'm going to add it in the strategy points. Just don't target a ton of 27 picks, or you'll just delay the reload.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Don't go for things to win next year, and that includes nothing past the 26 picks in terms of future assets. All right, it seems like we're on the same page here. Yes, so you try to make those moves. Do you have any questions? Drop over in the Discord. You just let us know. You obviously you should have a trade voucher or two. I'm going to give you a trade voucher right here in stream mode as well, so you have another one if you have any questions, follow-ups with trades, things like that. You can send them our way. We appreciate you, man. Thanks for getting a blueprint. Thanks for becoming a member. You the man. And if you have any questions, of course, you always feel free to let us know.
Hate loud noises.
One of you screamed.
Oh, seriously?
Dude, you know what I need to make? Oh, I'm going to 3D print a device where it will grip all of the confetti cannons at once, and I can have a 6-pack of them, and I can twist it, and they'll all fire off. So it will be super loud.
Well, do you have a 3D printer?
No, but we could buy a 3D printer.
That would actually be pretty cool.
That would be pretty sick.
All right, Aaron67. Let us know if you're on the stream, Aaron.
Aaron's here. He's good.
Yeah.
All right, you can refresh back. I think Drizzy is the next one here. Thanks, yes, you're. Yep, Drizzy's next. Will you mark yes, sir? It says complete.
Booty Clap King, let us know if
He's
you are on the stream.
He's here.
Yes.
He's always here, and he's been here tonight. Yep. All right, Drizzy, here we go. Drizzy, let us know if you're here. And in the comments, we're going to do yours. We appreciate you, man. Another Dynasty team. Isaiah says, how do I access team blueprints? There's a link right here I just dropped. Again, there are two ways to do it. You can buy an a-la-carte blueprint if you're not a member of the site, but it's going to be your most expensive option, or you can get a completely free one that's included with your membership if you become a member of the site and get access to all the Dynasty tools that we have in our rankings and stuff. We do a team review for you for free, included with your membership. We just include it in the price, and we just do it live on the stream, and then you get infinite blueprints. So you actually end up getting like 20 reviews. It's awesome. Those are your options. Appreciate all you guys. 3D printer 69 giveaway. Now, if we're giving away a 3D printer, we're giving it to ourselves. Yes. I know, it would be so sick. How much is a 3D printer? Oh, that's not bad. We could do that. Print 3D things. What else would you do with it? That's kind of pretty good for a 3D printer. No, but that would be cool too. We'll talk about it later. We'll budget for it. All right. Traded likely in my second for Jake Ferguson. His brother. Come on. And he has the 301. Dude, you just traded likely for Ferguson. What do you even, I mean, come on, dude. That's amazing. Drizzy Mickelson. Big Drizzy guy here. Wonder if he's a Drake fan. You accidentally sorted by something different, Becca. Hit the rank button. Click on rank on the, you see what I'm saying? Right under their team name, it says rank. Boom, there you go. All right, now second ranked guy, here we go. It's a 1 QB 10 team start 8 PPR league. It is a non-tight end premium league that we're looking at here. So we've got Bo Nix, Cam. No, please put the camera on him. We have Bo Nix, Cam Ward, and Trevor Lawrence. In a 1 QB, that's gonna be like a 4. You've got Devon Achane, Judkins, Walker, JCM. That's a 7. Almost an 8, honestly. You've got Jamar Chase, T-Mac, Nico, Devontae Adams. I'm gonna give it an 8 because you could have given it an 8 at running. It's between your running back and wide receiver, you have 1, 7, 1, 8. I don't care which one. Jake Ferguson, I would have given Ferguson at this point. In a 10 team. I don't know. I'm asking Nathan. What's Fergie's grade right now?
I'm giving him like a 5 or 6.
Give him a 6. But you're second in terms of our power rankings for value right now in this league. In terms of record, you're third. In terms of points for, you're third. This is a well-rounded contend reload team, ladies and gentlemen. Solid. You still have your 26 first. You still have your 27 first. I like that a lot. Let's rock and roll here. Obviously, your team needs kind of go like this. It's a start 8 league. So you're starting every week. Achane, Judkins, Chase, McMillan, Ferguson, Nix, and then Nico, Devontae Adams, Kenneth Walker, Corey Krosky-Merritt. We're just going to take those guys and make them high upside. So I think
we'll take Krosky and Walker and up tier.
Man, I think at this point you need to probably. Are we willing to trade Bo Nix for Jackson Dart at this point?
This is a 1 QB.
I know. So I want to get higher upside at QB, but I don't want to pay. He can't probably afford to go get like a.
Okay, sure, I'm fine with that.
I'm just going for somebody with more upside. Even Baker would be a good move.
Yeah.
So one of those guys.
Baker or Dart.
Baker or Dart are 2 guys that are going to get you more production than Nix right now. And their value upside is about the same.
Yeah.
And insulation as well.
But yeah, Achane, Quinshawn got to hold. Chase, Tet, Nico, Adams probably want to hold all those guys. Josh Downs, I would move for Debo.
How do you even make things to 3D print? Don't you have to do it in like CAD? You do CAD? Oh, I don't know how to do that. I haven't done that since I had an engineering class in high school.
Debo's a pretty nice price right now. I would.
Like we could 3D print like 69.
Okay, so Walker and JCM. Oh golly, this is awesome. So if we up tier from Walker and JCM, we can get up to Kyron or James Cook.
Jeez, then you're winning. Well, I mean, let's see
I would do
let's see
either
who
one.
These folding teams have. Like, let's just sort by record here.
Just give you both as options.
Both D's. Montgomery, Kamara, Tootin, Gibbs, Achane, Genty, Mixon, 4 and 6. Bijan Cook's got to be that guy's 4 and 6, so he might fold if he loses this week.
There you go.
You also could go get. I don't know. I don't love any of those buys. Actually, I lied. Debo Samuel's on a 4 and 6 team. If that guy folds, go get Debo as well. That guy has a ton of running backs is the thing. So you still here's a comment
So
for you.
we got Walker, JCM up tier, Bo Nix pivot, Josh Downs pivot for Baker, Kyron, James Cook, and Debo.
So thank you, Doritos. I did not know that. I'm learning about 3D printers today. What I'm going to say to this team is there's a lot of middle of the road teams in this league, and you're going to have teams dropping off here in the next couple of weeks, and that's when you're going to try to go get good contending assets that raise your upside. You're just going to have to wait to see who gives up. So
yeah.
I want to wear these glasses, but I don't want to look like an idiot. They're blue light glasses because I get super bad headaches because I look at a computer all day. It's bad. I have really obnoxious orange ones over there, but these ones look like regular glasses. I don't look bad in them. It's just.
Hey, you know whose birthday it actually is almost?
Nathan's. Happy birthday, Nathan. Good to be with you tonight. Everybody say happy birthday, Nathan, in the chat. Shut up. I just want IU to win.
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
I know. If I were to choose between the Cubs and IU winning,
Oh gosh, dude.
definitely IU.
For sure. Because the Cubs probably aren't going to win the series, but if IU wins, they're going to be number one.
The Dodgers were too good.
Yeah. All right.
Other comments for this team. Feel free to use your own 26 first to get some of these up tiers done.
Yeah, I was going to say, your first is like absolutely on the block to make some moves here.
And then I would also just note, see how much it would cost to up tier from Tet or Nico to like a Rome or London.
Show them the cactus. So one of the victims of me moving was this cactus. This dude looks like he's got well, there's really no other way to put this, guys.
Nope, there is.
Looks
no
like he
other.
has ED. That's just where we're at.
Yeah,
The cactus just. Can you show him full screen, Becca? It's just not. It's just not ideal.
No,
he clearly didn't survive the move.
The mood.
Becca's gonna figure it out.
I don't think he has a mood.
The move. No, I mean, so it's kind of sad. It was a good cactus. Sat in my office. You'll remember it was behind me at the old house, but
yep.
Now it's limp. I didn't just zoom in. Wow, very good. So rip to the cactus. I'm gonna.
Yeah. Well overdue. Well overdue. Got some trade and start sits to answer.
All right. That's Ed the cactus. Flaccid. Yeah, that was our flactus. The Captai needs shaper mint. That's pretty good. All right, let's answer these. Yeah, let's answer these. You can mark that one as complete, Becca. Drizzy, we appreciate you. We'll send your blueprint over to you tomorrow. If you have any questions, let us know on Discord, man. We appreciate you. Yeah, let's look at the trade questions here below. BZL has a trade question for us, aka Bizzle. Yeah, no, just click. Yep. Okay, yep. Okay. ETN for Tucker Craft. Titan Premium League? No Titan Premium. I'm just gonna mark this as fair. I don't love 1-for-1s. Try to do a 2-for-2 here.
In a dynasty, I would take Craft.
I'm fine with it. They're very even to me. I value them about the same. But I do lean Craft as well. I'm not gonna lie. All right, Mr. Man, straight questions next. Or sorry, this is start sit actually. We're just plugging in two guys here. It's a dynasty start sit. Basically deciding between Alec, Torrey Horton, Trey Tucker, or Khalil Shakir. I would probably start Trey Tucker here, to be honest. No, Khalil Shakir, sorry. And then it's between Alec, AJ Barner, Torrey Horton, and Trey Tucker. And I would go. It's also you've got Kendre Miller in there. I'd go Trey Tucker. I have a pill for your cactus.
Thanks,
Fix
Doc.
it right up. Just borrow one of Nathan's. Dynasty Superflex 10 team start 12 PPR. Malik Neighbors and T. Higgins for Roma Dunze, Jalen Waddle, and Ja'Cory Koski-Merritt. I'm fine taking this trade. I would take the Roma Dunze side here. Honestly, the 2-for-2 with Waddle, Dunze for Neighbors and Higgins would be even. JCM's a nice little bonus on top.
Here.
They call me Gerald. JCM and Devontae Adams were trading away for. This one is ugly to me. I don't like it. I'm gonna hold here. I'd rather have your side. I'd rather have Devontae Adams over Kenneth Walker in Dynasty, and I'd rather have JCM over Woody Marks. So hold.
Yes.
I think Gadget has a start sit question here. Johnson versus Patriots, who just gave 100 to Kincaid or Otten with Godwin out. Yeah, okay.
Definitely Kincaid.
No, not Kincaid. It's Juwan Johnson.
Oh, my bad.
Kate Otten.
I would still go Juwan Johnson.
I would too.
Because Godwin was out to start the season, and there was no Evans for a couple weeks there, and you still really didn't have any production for Otten.
So we're gonna go. Mahomes. We're gonna go Devontae Adams. We're gonna go Jordan Addison. We're gonna go Juwan Johnson, and then in your flex spot, we're gonna go Khalil Shakir and Lad McConkey. That's how I would do this one. All right, you can refresh back.
Fresh.
All right, who's next? Snozy?
You're
Who is Snozy? Appreciate you, man. Again, guys,
Snowzy.
I got the. It could be that. I've got the link to get your team reviewed down in the comments. Again, come join the community. You get a free team blueprint as well. But we're gonna keep going through these. Our queue's about 6 long right now, so not very long at all. How are we doing? Keep it moving. I'm excited for my Oreo milkshake to get here. All right.
Talking about Drakenham. Just traded Brock Bowers and James Cook for Rome, Scott, and
clear.
Mason Taylor. Okay, we'll go fair deal there. Probably could have gotten a little bit more of a plus on top, but could still pay off because Scott's a big riser right now. We have Drake May, JJ McCarthy, Justin Fields. This is a super flex 10 team, half PPR, half tight end premium. May, McCarthy, Fields, and a 10 team, probably like a 6. Genty, Scattaboo, talking about Drakenham. It says it right under the team name. Genty, Scat, Tootin, and Marks. Give you another 6 there. Odunze 6. Odunze, Buka, Ladd, Downs, Darnell. Nothing else after that. Probably going to be another 6. And then we'll go 1 at tight end. So 6, 6, 6. Sorry, 1.
Just apologize.
And we got 2 firsts in 2026. Our record right now is 4-6. What are we in points for compared to the rest of the league? Looks like we might be near the bottom.
I'm checking on that for you, A-True. Hold on.
607. You are third to last in points for in this league. You do have a couple of risers here. Scattaboo, obviously a riser. But I don't think that we have enough depth here or insulation at QB to be a top contender here. And I think you know that because you do have a couple of extra firsts in the future. So we'll go 1 year reload here.
So 1 year reload, contend.
Let's pivot off McCarthy, get a more insulated QB2. And then I would go ahead and offload Fields for another position. Someone will pay up for a rushing QB. Fields has been productive. He looks absolutely awful, but he's been productive.
Real quick, A-True. Yeah, your annual flocker, you need to be annual mother flocker. It's very easy to upgrade, and it's like $10. And then it gets you that free review. And so let me send you the link here real quick. Once you upgrade that membership to the mother flocker tier, it's you have the free review. So you're good with your code and everything else I checked. Here's the link. It'll take you 5 seconds, and then you'll have that free review. Appreciate you, man. Can I help you?
No. Third move, we're going to take...
It's already empty. He heard the twist.
Hilarious. Would you, at this point as a reload, would you down tier from Genty to Hampton Plus?
As a reload,
As a reload,
yes,
I think I would do that. Yeah,
I would do that. Yep.
So that'll be our third move. Any plus that you can get on top when really we value them long term, pretty much the same. We would have them ranked in the same tier.
Yep.
Oh, Marion. Hampton. And then a couple of cheaper guys here.
Yeah, I mean, the guys we had on the video today, a lot of them are.
Tease, Higgins, and then I'll give you a Matthew Golden for funsies. So Dak Prescott, Hampton, T. Higgins, and Matthew Golden to be your targets here. Pivoting off JJ McCarthy, moving Fields for another position, down tiering from Ashton Genty. Comments for this team. If you can get more 26 picks at a discount from contending teams in this league, capitalize. Avery's milkshake is here, so you will not see him again. Shop Downs and Mooney. See if you can get like a higher value upside wide receiver if you package them. And a 10 team, those guys are a little less valuable as flex options. Oh yeah, and then another one is try moving Woody Marks for a 26 first. We've seen it go down a couple of times. Sell the hype on Marks.
I like Woody, but realistically, I'm not thinking.
If you can get a first, I would get a first
Yeah,
because
first
I've seen a deal go down involving that a couple of times.
All right.
Let us know if you have any questions on that, man. Basically, just trying to maximize your value upside at wide receiver as you look to build for next year. You're in good shape here as a reload. Like, this is not a bad reload at all. You just don't quite have enough value to go for the contending run this season, but you'll be well on your way as you build for 2026.
Yeah, we appreciate you, Snozy. If you have any questions, you can ask us, and also we'll send the blueprint over to you tomorrow.
Where's that milkshake from?
Burger King.
Oh.
So Burger King has probably an S-tier Oreo milkshake. There's one other restaurant or fast food chain that has...
Chick-fil-A.
I was going to ask them, you freaking absolute tool.
Oh.
It was supposed to be a trivia.
Oh, well, I figured that was the correct one. Am I right?
Yes.
Oh, well, there you go. I just won.
The other good Oreo
I deserve a
milkshake
reward.
is Chick-fil-A.
All right, we've got True 99.
He's good.
Is he?
Yep. Appreciate you, Hey Drew. Mac Jones in a 26 third here from Jeb. Yeah, take the third. And then Chamatic, that's why you have backup QBs on your rosters to make the trades like that. And then Chamatic here, we've got a trade question for Jalen Hurts, George Kittle, Mason Taylor. This is a super flex for Bowers, a mid-late first, and a mid-late second. Downturning from Hurts to Bowers, getting a first and a second on top, but you're giving up Kittle. I'd rather have Hurts here. I would rather have the elite QB. And I would, if you're going to down tier here, I'm not opposed to that, but I would rather down tier to a wide receiver than Bowers. It is a no tight end premium league either. So like, yeah, I'm not really interested in it. All right, let's go back up to, did you mark that other one, Becca? Nosies, did you mark that blueprint?
Washnausy.
And then Sean is going to be up next. Sean, are you by chance here in the chat?
It's alive.
No. Yeah, but it was submitted 11 hours ago. That's why I'm asking. Five Guys has a good one too, but
I've actually had Five Guys milkshakes before, and I found them very underwhelming back when I could do that stuff.
Yeah. Five Guys.
I used to be a milkshake connoisseur.
Five Guys is the freaking... Oh, yeah. I love it. I told you it's good. I told you it's good.
This is Money Team. In the comments, we got a lot of injuries this year. Should I trade London and Brees for Jamar Chase and a running back? JCM, I'm nervous about the production down tier. I'll be taking this year, but should I focus on production uptick? I'll get in the future years. Will I receive a video of you guys doing my blueprint? Yeah. Nathan recommended to me on the last blueprint not to trade away Carolina 63's first, but I used that first in Nico to acquire Justin Jefferson, hoping it would solidify my starting lineup for the next 3 to 4 years. Assuming Carolina 63 was like a very, very, very early first. But you have CeeDee Lamb, Jefferson, Neighbors, and London and Odunze on this team. That's an auto 10 at wide receiver.
Yep.
Jaden Daniels, Patrick Mahomes, Bryce Young is a 9 and a 10 team. Oh, I'm sorry. You have
that Carolina 63. That Carolina
QB.
63 team's 2 and 3. With
Yeah.
JT, so it's not that bad of a move.
Yep. Bijan, Hampton, Brees, golly, brother. Loveland and Kittle. Yeah, you got an elite value team here. What's your record? 4-1. I mean, you've been suffering from injuries, and you still are 4-1, and you're going to be fine.
This is an elite value contend team here. Congratulations on elite value, Sean.
Congratulations. No. So 9 at QB. We'll go 9 at running back and 10 at wide receiver, and then 7 at tight end.
Anna did say that this one is better than Chick-fil-A's, and Anna worked there. I was going to say,
heavily biased. Huh?
Anna, I would trust more than anybody about that. So.
Dang. I don't know. I would trust my opinion more because
you have bad taste.
I know. I know everything about everything.
You don't. You don't like a lot of things.
Bad taste in food because I can't taste any food.
Well, and because you don't like the eagle, but because the eagle's the best. All right.
Golly.
So let's. It's the spoils of riches moves on an elite value team.
So here's what we would do for sure. We would move one of Daniels or Mahomes at QB. You don't need Bofa.
Who's he starting every week though?
Who's he starting?
He's gonna be flexing London or Odunze and Brees every week.
Yeah, he is.
Like we just gotta really focus on making
Yeah, I mean he has Neighbors
All
on
right.
his team. Neighbors ideally
what
would
we
have been
do.
his flex.
This is what we talk about.
Do we just
let's go get positional top 5 guys that he doesn't have scoring wise. Let's just do that. That's
Yeah.
all you do. You can still keep your elite guys
Yep.
and still go get Chris McCaffrey. Get Chris McCaffrey,
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor on this team immediately.
So we'll take who do we want to take to get? Honestly,
I don't care.
Brees for CMC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on an elite value team, doesn't matter.
Let's go ahead and do Loveland and Kittle and up tier at tight end. Whatever other depth piece it takes.
You got to get Puka. You got to trade Neighbors plus for Puka.
Yeah, we go. Yeah, Neighbors plus. So we'll go like Neighbors and yeah, we'll just up tier.
And then I would also say
We probably said this in your last blueprint, but again, you need to be getting the best players, the most productive players at every position, and winning your league.
Yep, absolutely. Let's take Trey Benson and move Trey Benson for Javonte Williams. I just feels like you're gonna have too many options at that point, but that's just a slam dunk move.
Yep. Move Benson for Javonte Williams as a high upside flex option. And then, I mean, yeah, I'm giving you McBride as a target. I'm giving you McCaffrey. I'm giving you Puka. I'm giving you Amon-Ra St. Brown. Feel free to use your QB depth to get some of these up tiers done.
Agree.
And honestly, to be completely honest, I don't really care if you trade away Daniels or Mahomes. They're both ultra productive. They're both very insulated. And honestly, Mahomes is a little bit safer right now. So whoever you want to move there, I'm fine with you moving either one. They're both very good.
Yeah, there's a weird unspoken thing that I'm not ever going to suggest to people because I think it's bad advice because I don't have any concrete reason. But I'm scared. I've been scared to own Jaden Daniels all offseason and through the season.
I've almost never recommended him as a buy for anyone.
I don't have him. Like I'm scared. I don't know why. And again, I'm not telling you not to. I'm not telling you. It's not an advice thing. It's just my gut thing, and so I'm just not doing it. And it's not a good enough reason for me to say, yeah, don't roster Jaden Daniels because my gut says so. So I'm not going to tell you to do that, but I'm just telling you, like it's just something that it doesn't feel right to me about Jaden. And I like Jaden as a player.
Yep. Use those extra firsts as well. Those 27 firsts if you want to go get some of those up tiers done.
Trade those 27 firsts like they're freaking candy.
At this point.
Trade them.
Yeah.
You're going to be winning this league this year and next year.
Yep.
Technical says only 70 likes for Nathan's birthday. Come on, drop a like. Yep. Drop a like for Nate.
I would actually drop a like for Avery getting a year older at some point in the near future here.
That's fine.
Like very soon.
Not really.
A few hours away.
Nope. I want to sell him, but it's hard to get his worth. That's actually not just a Jaden Daniels problem. That's like a top 3-4 QB problem. They're so hard to move. They're not liquid at all, and that's why it's why I don't ever recommend buying into them because if you ever are in a position you need to move off of them, you're never going to get back. You're never going to get back the price you paid for him if you pay full price. Dangleville says, I agree with that 100%. I think he's a great player. Not sure about fantasy. I know. Hey, yes, we have your Debo trade target on the blueprint. We've done a couple of them since then, so I don't remember exactly who it was, but we gave you trade targets for Debo. Do you remember who we gave him for the Debo target? And we were flipping him on a 1-year reload. Golden maybe was one guy.
Yeah, I just mentioned it in the comments. I just said shop them.
Okay.
And try to get.
Just look for like younger wide receivers or upside assets.
Or draft capital. Luther Burden.
Yeah,
is a solid one if DJ Moore is out this offseason. So.
We have not done the t-shirt giveaway yet. Last call for the t-shirt giveaway. T-shirt 69 in the chat. There are only 25 entries. Do you guys not want a free t-shirt?
Wow. All right, we got Randy up next.
Ooh, no.
Randy.
No special edition. No. You're going to be gone for next week, so you can't make shirts. You're not going to have time. No shirts. All right. Yep, Randy's up next. Will you mark that one, Becca? And then we'll go with Randy's here.
Unsgi Underdogs.
Link in the chat, y'all, to get your team reviewed tonight on the stream. We've got openings. And again, if you sign up for the annual Mother Flockager with code DOMAIN, you get a free one, of course. Let's keep it on moving, you guys. Randy, hey, Avery and Nathan, looking to improve at wide receiver without losing too much value elsewhere. Should I focus on upgrading one strong wide receiver or trade London or Brees for more wide receiver depth? I'm open to moving Brees and Mason and packaging for a wide receiver. Which wide receiver targets would make sense long term? Has my team upside for the future? That you kind of asked that like Yoda. So
all right,
upside
well,
your team has.
let's grade this out. This is a 1 QB. This is a 10 team. This is a full point PPR, no tight end premium.
Got you at
we
fourth
have
here.
Mahomes and Goff at QB, which
7.
is a 7. We have Bijan, Brees, Tootin, Mason, which is like a 6er. We have London, Rashee Rice, sound like Storm, Flowers, Hunter, Godwin, and Reed at wide receiver. That's probably another 6 or 7. You pick 6. Tyler Warren's an 8, so 7, 6, 6, 8. We'll go well-rounded, contend. We woe.
Yeah, 2 and 3. You're 8th in the league right now. Your points for though is 2nd in the league, and you're getting Rashee Rice back.
Yep.
I would give him a
Rashee.
Oh, Becca gave him a 7 wide receiver. I agree. I think it's a 7
Okay.
because Rashee is so good.
Okay.
And it is only a start 8 league, and so having those 2 top 12 guys is important. But who's he flexing every week right now, Nate?
Flowers and Mason, Godwin, Hunter, Kelsey.
Those 3 guys you named before Kelsey are the 3 guys we're going to be moving now.
Yep. So we'll take Javonte Williams and we'll take Jordan Mason and we will literally just pivot to Javonte Williams.
What's up, Randy? If you have any questions while we're going through this, man, just drop it in the chat and Becca will put it up on the screen. We'll answer any questions you got in real time. We appreciate you, man. Thanks for becoming a member. Make sure you send Nathan and I a friend request on Discord as well. Nathan really just say 6 or 7. Yeah, he did.
At this point, let's just let's also pivot to just a different productive wide receiver in the same value range as Godwin, which would be Deebo Samuel. He's right there. And then I would take Hunter and Jaden Reed, and I would just go production. Reed's injured right now. He's not producing. Hunter is just not producing, and neither is BTJ. So you can get some other guys in that value range that are just they're gonna pay off a little bit more for you as a contending team. Waddle being one of those guys in that same value range. Deebo Samuel is also, again, like I mentioned earlier, is going to be a good target here. Deebo.
What should I get for Deebo? He says.
Godwin.
Or Godwin plus a throw in. But they're value equivalent right now.
Yeah. So are Mason and Javonte. They're right by each other. So what if it just pay a depth piece, pay a third or whatever it takes to pivot to the other guys that we like a little bit more.
So the guy who has BTJ will not give up.
I don't want you to target BTJ. I don't have BTJ as a target for you. So we've got Jalen Waddle, Deebo Samuel. I'll give you Devonta Smith as another option in the same value range as Travis Hunter. And then again, Javonte being that running back target for your team. Focus on maximizing the production upside of your flex spots as you look to string together a few more wins here and be a top contender.
Who are his sells?
Mason, Godwin, Hunter, and Reed.
You're missing a pretty obvious one, in my opinion. It's for this team. Godwin, new fibula. True. That would be my comment.
I'll add that in the comments.
You can get an elite.
Consider moving Warren for an elite wide receiver.
Yep. Or running back. You can probably move Warren for somebody who makes a real difference in your flex spot. I would do it.
Yeah.
And then start Kelsey rest of the year.
And ride with Kelsey. Yep. You're obviously, no. Travis Kelsey, value-wise, is not the same as Tyler Warren. We're not mansplaining this to you. We're mansplaining this to people that don't listen.
It was the worst our comments have been in a long
Tyler
time.
Warren and Travis Kelsey are not value equivalent.
No.
We would rather you have a highly, highly, highly productive wide receiver in your flex spot than Tyler Warren, who's scoring 12, 13 points per game right now.
Let's just take a look, Nathan, since you mentioned this, so we can rationale selling a tight end because it's a war crime in Dynasty. Tyler Warren, points per game right now, is 13.3, fourth in the league. Okay, 13.3. Travis Kelsey, 11.7. So you're giving up 1 point per game to go to Kelsey, but you will be gaining upwards of 3 to 4 points per game if you go to the right flex guy.
But Avery, Travis Kelsey is 36 years old and Warren is 23. Why would I trade Tyler Warren and give up 13 years of production?
You're not trading Warren for Travis Kelsey. You trade Warren for another position you still have next year, and then you replace Travis Kelsey if he retires with somebody else who's dirt cheap and scoring 13 points a game. Ding, 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 ding.
But you don't know ball.
I don't know. You know me. Sean says, I'm flocking around. Went to put in a live team reunion and wants me to pay again. Do t-shirt 69, Sean, to get the t-shirt. You don't get unlimited free live team reviews with the membership. You get one for free, and then on that same team, we'll send you a new blueprint on every month. To get your team re-reviewed on a live stream, you would have to repurchase live team blueprint, but you do get a pretty steep discount on it. So Godwin will be hard to sell because of their injuries. It's true. Hopefully, yeah, that probably will be tough. You might have to wait till it comes back. Alex is honestly one of our smartest community members. Love the idea of trading Warren for a good wide receiver. This might be a dangerous idea for this team because he has Mahomes, Rice, Kelsey. Love Holmes and Rice. That is super reliant on KC. That's actually a really good point. So in that case, you probably would want to bring in another super cheap tight end.
Yeah.
No. But again, they're cheap.
All right, Randy. Any follow-ups? Any questions on that, man?
Yeah, I think we're on the same page, Randy. What's up, Sunraker? We appreciate you, dude. Hopefully that all makes sense. Again, there's a couple different moves we can make here to kind of increase the upside of your starting lineup, and that's really what it is. And a 10-team start 8 upside is going to be everything.
Yep. All right, we've got ISU up now.
Yeah. So Sean, we send you an email every month once you've signed up for Infinite. If you haven't signed up, it's in your where we sent you your initial review. There's a sign up sheet there. You can fill it out and you can be on the list for those. Then we send you an email and they're completed every week, but we don't do them on the stream. Can you guys buzz once you hit 50K on this channel? Nathan would never agree to that, but I would do it.
Can we what?
Buzz.
What do you mean?
Buzz.
Oh, buzz cut. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so that's what he means. He means a buzz cut. Yep. Would you do that?
When we hit 50K on Dynasty, I mean, we'll see. Yeah. I mean, I'm already cutting my hair. Golly, Anna, I can't believe you do this. I'm like the only one that stands up for you.
I cannot believe you put up Nathan's mess all the time.
So ISU team name is Purple Rain. He said, start up this year. Do I push for ship or reload? Trade second for Judkins preseason. You are the man.
A genius.
You deserve an award for that. Is there anyone I trade for? Wolf. Honestly, that's so good. I'm so happy that you were able to capitalize on that. I'm giving you a trade question.
Thanks, Randy. Yeah.
Trade question voucher set for trading.
Yeah, that's your prize.
A second for Judkins. So let's check this out.
Good value, bad production here. Pretty much, it's good value, it's bad production. So we'd have to make a lot of moves to contend. He is 3-2 here.
Yeah. All right, well, let's grade it out first. Let's see if he has the value to make some flips. We'll see.
He probably does.
So Daniels, Caleb Williams, and Bryce Young at QB in a 10-team Superflex is still like an 8 or a 9. Pretty good. Quinshawn, Trey Benson, Alvin Kamara, Caleb Johnson, Aaron Jones. That's going to be more like in a 10-team, probably a 3 or a 4. What do you think? A 3 or 4? You pick. 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 3, 4, 4. London, BTJ, Higgins, Ayuk, DJ Moore, Michaels, Pittman is going to be a 6. Yep. And then Colson Loveland and Jake Ferguson is going to be like a 7. 9, 4, 6,
what we could do, and with still maintaining reload possibility here, is we could flip T for Waddle.
Mm-hmm.
We could flip
down tier QB.
Benson for a productive running back. We could down tier QB, and then we could up tier ones at wide receiver.
I think we can contend here. He's 3 and 2.
I think so too.
Yep. We'll go dual elite QB, contend reload.
That's what I said.
I know you did.
That's what I'm at. Yep.
So one thing that I would recommend, though, is holding your future first for now in case you do need to reload later in the season. I want to make sure we're solidifying your contention status before we're super aggressive by selling off that first. Moves.
T.
T's.
T. Easy. T.
Pivot.
Down tier at quarterback, and then
Yep. Which QB do you want to down tier from? Daniels or Caleb?
Daniels.
We down tiered from Daniels, then we don't have to down tier like ultra far, and you're still going to get a pretty good return on top. You just want to down tier to Mahomes. And then we will go ahead and take you, Jake Ferguson at tight end. Loveland's in the waiting, but like you don't really need that. It's kind of a same thing as Benson. It's like, yeah, they're young, high upside guys long term, but I would definitely pivot off Benson, and I would probably look to pivot off Loveland as well for another position, because that would really, really help you at wide receiver and running back, either one. We'll probably pivot off DJ Moore as well. Kind of 3 options there: Benson, Loveland, and DJ Moore. Pivot. Okay, so target time. Javonte being a nice running back target. Waddles being another nice target. Cortland Sutton's a great target as well. Hello, Sutton.
Yep, Sutton's good for this team.
Sutton.
CC, you can send as many trade questions as you want, man. We got plenty of time.
Don't undersell Daniels when you're down tiering. You should be getting like one of those B tier running backs that we talk about, like a Jacobs, like a Kyron, like a James Cook.
Good job, man.
Okay. So top 12 type running back in return.
So do I try and contend this year? Yep. We've got your 3-year outlook as a contend, reload, and all the moves we're giving you are to try and contend. You're already 3-2, and you have the value to flip to contending assets. So we're giving you all moves to try to contend. Just realized to put through a 1.0 blueprint. If I wanted to be on stream, how much more would it be? Just let me know your flock username. We'll do it for you. No problem.
Unless it was already done. What's your flock username?
I'm assuming you mean just now. If it was earlier, we probably already started it.
Yep.
So you'll have to just let us know when you submitted and what your flock username is.
Okay. Other comments on this team? Ooh, I would shop BTJ. Shop BTJ. See if you can move to like a Garrett Wilson or Nico. Or even Rasheed Plus. Rasheed Plus would be nice. All right. Any follow-ups, any questions on that, man? Feel free to let us know.
Yeah, we appreciate you. You have any other questions while we're here, Jeremy?
Purple rain.
We appreciate you, dude. If you have any questions, just drop them in the chat for us. Aaron, you're going to be up next. Let us know that you're still here. I'm assuming you are. Booty Clap, you're on deck. True, you are after that. Probably do have... no, those 3 questions should be gone. Can we... Yeah, let's refresh that page here real quick. It's broken. You have to refresh that.
Yeah, you got to refresh the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm assuming yours is Darko. Is that right? Yep, you're good. We got you. We appreciate you. All right, we got a couple trade questions we're going to answer as well, so we'll do those. We'll do those here now. But I'll wait till Becca gets it pulled back up. Ooh, those freaking chairs kill you. Oh my god. All right. El Marish, or Marish, is our first trade question here. So this is Amon-Ra St. Brown, Troy Franklin, and Breece Hall. Amon-Ra and JSN, you can call him even. So then you're moving Troy Franklin and Breece Hall for Josh Jacobs and Jared Goff. It's not even close. Superflex, 12 teams, start 12, not even close. You take this deal and run. Take the Goff Jacobs side and run. I like this one. The next one is from the franchise O. It's a start set question. So a dynasty start set question we're looking at. This week, you're probably starting between, Fields is going to be one of them. And then your next one's going to be Daniel Jones. That looks like it's all you wanted here. So the rest of your lineup is set. I'd go Fields and Jones this week over Penix Brissett. Those would be my 2 picks. Appreciate you. All right, Aaron. There's Aaron. What's up, Aaron? Good to see you, man.
All right. He says we're a few weeks removed from our startup draft.
He did say, if I can't move players, do I move first draft picks for players? Basically, do I give it first round to try and contend? I would do the player. You have to kind of do the players first. Order of operations, because you can't unless you like get a slam dunk contending move with first. I would do players first though. You should be able to move players, but I'm open to moving your picks on that team.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if you did. I just would like to move players a lot more. So.
Beckett, so once those trade questions are done, do the mini refresh.
They're already done. I already marked. Do the baby refresh.
Yeah, do the baby.
Ta-da!
Okay, so a few weeks removed from our startup draft, I've traded away a few firsts and seconds to improve my team. Need any advice on where to improve? Been looking to sell Bowers, but he's being severely undervalued due to injury. Thanks. Okay.
All right. Let's do this.
This is a 14-team, 1 QB, PPR, no tight end premium. Jalen Hurts in a 14 teams like an 8. Jahmyr Gibbs, Omar, Brees, and Tootin will be like a 8 or 9.
He's the 4th team back up. Or sorry, he's the first one. You sorted differently again. Hit rank. There you go.
Yeah.
It must have, yeah.
We have Amon-Ra, Drake London, Devonta Smith at wide receiver, which will be good because of your top 2 guys alone, and then Devonta Smith in a 14 team. Depth hard to come by, 7.
Yeah, it's a 7. It's good.
Brock
Bowers
is
is
a
a
10. So
this is a really good team out of a startup
we'll
for
go,
a 14 team.
Yeah,
well-rounded.
Well-rounded. He did trade all of his future picks. Is how he got this team. So
I mean, that doesn't really compute. You got a better team than your. That's the 202 essentially in this league. The value discrepancy here. I mean, this is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Start 8. Nate.
What?
Sleep value team. 100% is. He got 8 top 14 guys, plenty of depth, and he's well above all of his league mates. In a 14 team, this is an elite value team. This is what elite value looks like in a 14 team. Hurts, Gibbs, Hampton, Amon-Ra, London, and Bowers is insane. Contend for this one. That is crazy. I mean, look at the team below him, dude. The team two teams below him is where you should look. It's not even comparable. The guy has 0 top 14 guys. The next guy has 2, 3, compared to 8. The next guy has 1. The next guy has 1.
I go high and well-rounded here.
Dude, this is an elite value team.
He's flexing Devonta Smith.
Nathan.
Because
he has
it's a 14 start.
He has 8 first-round picks in this team. Chat, is this an elite value team for a 14 team? He has 8 of the first 14 picks in this league.
Where's the 8 coming from? He has 6. Hurts, Gibbs, Hampton, Amon-Ra, London, and Bowers. 6. And then the flexes are. This is a great. I would go high and well-rounded, but
it is a
because he doesn't
team league.
He doesn't have any picks for the future either. This is a classic high and well-rounded in my opinion.
For a 12 team, I agree. 14 team.
It's a 14 by 8 though. So
I mean, look at the my teams. He's well above everybody. Everyone says yeah. I know.
Anyways,
Alex says yes. I know.
We're making the same types of moves regardless. So we'll take Tootin and Aaron Jones and we'll up tier. We will take Devonta Smith and we will pivot to basically just a wide receiver 1, which is Waddle right there. And then third move, you said you're trying to move Bowers. I'm assuming you're trying to move Bowers for another position straight up. Could you down tier from Bowers to McBride?
Yeah, I would do it. I would definitely do that.
I would stay diligent with that, and I'll just add in the comments, don't rush a Bowers move. You can wait until he's back healthy when he's not undervalued in your league.
Alex says, would have been no if it was 12, but this is kind of crazy for a 14 team. I don't see a lot of 14 teams like this, especially out of a startup. That's crazy. And this is the difference, guys. On an elite value team like this, moving off of Bowers for like a receiver is not really necessary. You either hold Bowers or you move one spot down to McBride, and that's it. Honestly, I'd be totally fine holding Bowers. Don't sell Bowers unless you get an overpay. I wouldn't sell any of your top guys unless you get an overpay here. How do you get this team in a 14-team league? I'm asking myself the same thing.
Okay.
I would do that. Yes, if you can
Waddle,
get Tia first and a second back. Yep.
I've got Javonte as a target. Waddle, McBride.
The McBride owner loves Trey and just traded for him. I would probably say don't trade Bowers then.
Okay, don't trade Bowers.
Third
move would just be depth guys then.
Yep. Do you think the downturn McBride is better than Warren? I mean, at the moment it's not, because Warren is producing just as much as McBride. So realistically, they're about the same, and you do get more on top of Warren. But
I would just move your QB depth in a 14 team. Maybe McCarthy and Bryce Young have some sort of value. We just go other position.
Yeah. Alex suggests try to get Kraft or Warren and elite wide receiver. You could do that as well. So that's another comment.
What?
You could move Bowers. You could move Bowers for an elite wide receiver since McBride's not available, and then go get Kraft or Warren. So,
but yeah, he said he tried to do that, I think. So.
Oh yeah, I've been looking to sell Bowers, but being severely undervalued. Yeah, okay, then you're not selling Bowers. Don't sell Bowers. I didn't even realize that, Aaron. Like, yeah, hold Bowers on this team.
Okay.
Again, if we're gonna sell him, we don't want to sell him low. Like, that's stupid. He shouldn't be valued any less because of what he's done the first couple weeks of the season, being off an injury. But that's my main concern right now. I don't want to down tier from any of my top assets if I can help it. No, I mean, you don't really have a depth concern here because you're starting Gibbs, Hampton, Brees, Amon-Ra, London, Devonta Smith, Bowers, and Hurts every week. In a 14 team, that's nuts, man. And then you can plug in guys if you need to on bye weeks. Juwan Jennings, you can plug in. If you need to go get some cheap veteran depth, like go get a Debo or something like that. Trade one of your QBs and go get like a cheap guys.
Debo's one of your targets.
Yeah.
Javonte, ECN, Jalen Waddle, Debo Samuel. Other comments on this team? Just take any of your cheap depth and use it so you get these upgrades done.
Harrison says, "What's up, boys? Didn't know Nathan had the same birthday as my dad. Happy birthday, Nathan." That's awesome.
Yeah, it's not my birthday,
Thanks.
But yep.
Nathan appreciates it. It's very cool. Happy birthday, Mr. President. Ferg could be bopping by next season. He's bopping right now, man. Oh, you mean Terrence Ferguson? I was thinking Jay Ferg. I hope you're right, man. But fact of the matter is, like, it's so concentrated there with Kyron, Devontae Adams, and Puka. It's going to be tough, I think. I hope you're right, though. I like T. Ferg still a lot. I really, 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 really want him to produce. So.
All right, Aaron, do you have any questions about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think the main thing he really wanted to know about is depth. We gave you some moves to move around some of your depth here, but like realistically, you're in solid shape here, man. You're in solid shape. What do y'all think about Javonte's long-term value? I think he's gonna find himself in a situation to be productive for the next couple of years.
I think he'll probably stick around with kind of where he's being priced. So I don't have too many. His price is so low right now where you don't really care about his long-term value. He's worth paying for this year. Because guys like Tracy that were producing at a lesser level than this were more valuable than where he's currently being priced this time last year. So it's purely because Tracy was a rookie. That's why. Correct. And it doesn't matter realistically. He was a non-insulated rookie. All right, we got Booty Clap King up next here. All right, Booty. Appreciate you, Aaron. Okay, so Booty says, I have a trade offer to get Puka for Neighbors and my first. Oh, boy. Let's see if you're a top contender in this league first. This is a 12 team. Start 11, so depth does matter quite a bit in this league. You are 3-2. Just looking at your starting lineup, your flex options are Rashee Rice, Flowers, Waddle, and then Myers / Mooney, etc. 3-2, points for. You're definitely up there. You're not top. You're not number one. Oh, man. That would be a game changer. Okay, I'll add in the comments because we are going to have you contend here. Let me grade this out first. Herbert, Lawrence, and Jones will get you like a 5. H&N, CMC, and then Tootin will get you like a 6. CeeDee Lamb, Neighbors, Rashee Rice, Flowers, Waddle, Myers, it's like a 9. And then George Kittle is going to be good for a 6. Just a wide receiver factory, contend, reload. I'll add this in the comments for your team. I am fine. I'm fine with you moving your first on top of Neighbors to get Puka. That's a league-winning move. But if you're not comfortable moving your first in that deal, then you can just pivot off of Neighbors and go get like a JSN instead. And obviously that's a step down from what Puka's offering, but I honestly think that's pretty fair. I think both options are pretty valid. One of them, you don't lose your first. The other one, you're getting the most productive player in fantasy football this season.
Yeah, it's a late first too, so who cares? What it takes to win. You got CMC. Having CMC and Puka on the same team is nuts. You just need Jonathan Taylor to complete the trifecta. Gonna submit a blueprint, won't be live. How long will it take to get that done? Would I have an infinite blueprint for the league? I'm gonna submit. If you buy the infinite blueprint a la carte, you will have infinite. So there's an option there to make your a la carte blueprint infinite when you do the drop down button and select your tier. But the live blueprint or the non-live blueprint right now, what's the queue for this?
The weekend.
Yeah, I was gonna say the weekend / early next week.
Yeah, we try to take it easy on the weekend. So
but that's like 3 to 5 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, see if the Puka guy will add in a veteran running back in the deal. That's a great.
Yeah, that is a good point. So things that I think stand out to me, you're not lacking in depth at wide receiver, not at all.
Nope.
Tight end, you'll be fine with Kittle coming back healthy. You're plugging in Juwan Johnson right now, which is fine. Running back is really what stands out to me. Beyond H&N and CMC, we don't really have anything there. So I think we got to make probably a QB down tier.
Did I try to get JSN
to build
for
up running back?
He said no. So
okay,
we tried that,
that's
which
fine.
is fine. We're gonna try Puka.
Let's down tier from Herbert. I'm honestly tempted. I'm honestly tempted to pivot off of Trevor Lawrence.
Yes,
for Sam
that's
Darnold.
gonna say. You read my mind. I was waiting for you to stop talking so I could say that.
Rather just take the more productive guy at this point.
Trevor Lawrence sucks.
Trevor is kind of
for fantasy.
trash.
For fantasy, I don't know. He's not very good for the NFL either. They're just. I don't know how they're. I don't know how they're 4-1. I don't know why we can't just win.
Yeah. I literally Avery. That's a big reason that my blue league team is so good. Is I faded QB and I hit on every single one. I went Stafford and Darnold, and then I have like Lawrence and Penix who are going to be my 1 and 2, and I can't even start them right now.
You need to sell those boys.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, Lawrence for fantasy is so mid, it's ridiculous.
Yeah. So Baker and Darnold, you're down to your target from Herbert, your pivot target from Trevor Lawrence. And then your third move here, I would just take Jacoby Myers and I would move off of him as well for just a higher production upside.
Is it a pivot from T-Law to Darnold, or do you try to get a plus? Try to get a plus, obviously. Always try for the plus.
Yep.
Worst case scenario, it's a pivot, so.
I will give you Debo when moving off of Myers, and then some running back, a running back target, kind of in that range. That's a little bit, probably can't swing like a Kyron or a Jacobs. That would be ideal. Screw it. We're going for Javonte. So
Got to get those top 5 guys.
Yep. I'll give you a higher guy just as an option if you can swing it, like a Josh Jacobs, if someone in your league is like I want to offload him or something like that. But yeah, Javonte's another good one. So
James, please make that trade and get Tat McMillan. Aaron says, we are great right now. I did not know you were a freaking Jaguars fan, Aaron. Dang it. Trevor's performing decently. Yeah. Our defense is elite. The defense is so good, actually.
Yeah.
That being said, I personally don't rate Trevor in and out of. Yeah, no, it's not. You bring up a good point. Maybe that's where they're good is because their defense. I wonder where their PFF ranked defense is right now. Because I know they've got Josh Hines Allen and some other good fan. Hey, they've got Travis Hunter even.
If you don't move your first and neighbors for Puka, use the first to get a running back.
Yeah, the Jags have
that's just another option for you.
20th rated PFF offense and the 5th rated PFF defense. All right, you'll get beat by the Colts twice. It's fine.
Yep. And then last bit of advice for this team.
He said he already tried to get Debo for Jacoby. The guy said no.
Okay.
Brutal.
I mean, I would rather have Montgomery than Jacoby Myers, and you have a wide receiver factory team. So
yeah,
you have higher upside weeks with a guy like Monty when you're flexing him as opposed to Jacoby. I would just lean into the fade QB strategy. No need to pay up for any expensive options. And again, you can tell not only do we not want you to pay up for any expensive options, but I would even continue to down tier from the guys that you currently have. So any questions on that, Booty?
All right.
Let us know. Yeah, I mean, you have Rashid coming back, so 3-2 is going to turn into like probably 5-2 pretty quick. So. All right, we've got some trade questions.
Yeah, let us know if you have any questions, Booty.
We're going to do Haruz.
All right, H-Ruse is up next, so be prepared. Again, queue's getting short. If you want to get your team reviewed, now's the time. Send it our way. Some trade questions, though. CC Vikings 09. The second's the 201. I also have Henderson and the 27 second for Judkins. Okay. So, first, Henderson and Neighbors for Nico, Achan, 201. I'll mark this fair, CC. This is fine. Obviously, the Achan, you're getting a pretty significant upgrade there at running back from Henderson to Achan in terms of contending right now. Is that really an early first, or is it a mid-late first? Like, where's the first going to be? Because going from Neighbors to Nico is a pretty... I would probably hold here. The Henderson and the 27 second for Judkins is also probably... I would do that one, actually. I would take Judkins there over the Henderson and the 27 second. That's basically... You're just pivoting to Judkins. And right now, I'm fine pivoting to the guy who is producing when they're rookies. I don't think I like this one, though. I think I'm going to hold here. Let me know where that first is at. Yeah, Cole, I'm sure we already answered that trade question. We probably answered it before we got on the stream. But I'm probably going to say hold here, but I would take the Judkins deal. That's going to be my final answer.
Yep.
JBL D17 did love for Tyler Warren and Henry. Got vetoed. That's so stupid.
Oh gosh.
That's ridiculous.
That ticks me off every time. That
Seem fair to me. Do I do this or just keep love?
just take Tyler Warren. It's a 10 team.
Yeah, who
Take
cares?
Warren.
That's so dumb that it got vetoed. Get out of that league. Here's a free
Veto should be illegal. I mean, collusion should be illegal too.
Because that's not a vetoable trade. You just did well in that trade. Appreciate you. Nas has got a trade question here for us. Trading away Waddle, Kyron, in a first, but you're getting
people try to make
Chase
collusion.
Jubes.
People make collusion so subjective when in reality, collusion is the most obvious thing of all time. And those types of deals like that you're making are just you knowing Dynasty better than your opponent. You shouldn't be penalized for being better than everybody else in your league. JBLD. Sorry.
What do you think about this one?
Chase.
Yeah, take Chaser.
Yeah. Yep.
Take Chase, Nas. All right. Atru's got a 6-point passing touchdown league here for us. So let's take a look at this one. Team name here is Cuddly Thunder Dragons. We've got you at 5th here.
Yeah, we're 3-2.
Yep. So 3.
Ooh, nice points for. Are
3
you top
and
of the league
2.
in points for?
Third in the league in points for.
Nice. Okay, so we got Kyler, Stroud, Stafford at QB, which is like a 6. We have Kyron, ETN, Swift, Rashad White, Pacheco. Rashad White has become very serviceable. That's probably going to be, what do you think, a 4 or a 5?
Sure, yep.
Jefferson, JSN, DJ Moore, Shakir, Myers. It's going to be a 7.
Mm-hmm.
And then McBride's a 9.
Yep.
Golly, I mean, with Dallas Goedert balling out right now, can you... Ooh, this is a 1-point tight end premium. I was going to tell you to ship him off, but I don't know. You just want to hold him at a 1-point tight end premium and flex him. He had like 11 targets yesterday.
Yeah, I'd probably flex him, and he's getting a ton of touchdowns.
Yeah,
man.
let's just hold Goddard and flex him.
Yeah, I'm glad the Eagles were down, and Devonta Smith still had 9 points yesterday because Jalen Hurts missed him on a bomb that would have been 20 points. I'm like, are you kidding me, Hurts?
Yeah,
you're freaking garbage.
He's absolute cheeks. We'll move two lower upside guys that kind of stand out to me are Jacoby Myers and Shakir. I would just pivot off both of those guys and get players that offer higher upside in that respective value range. Let's
move off the quarterbacks here.
Make a CJ Stroud down tier, and let's do Dak. A Kyler Murray down tier as well.
So let's go get Dak, and then let's go get from Kyler, just go to Baker, and from CJ Stroud, we'll down tier to Dak. It's a 6-point passing touchdown league, so we'll have Baker and Dak and Stafford any week to plug in, and they're all top 4 in touchdowns in the league so far this year.
And then the smaller moves, again, I like your top end guys. I like Kyron. I'm holding him as a contender. I'm holding ETN and Swift right now, honestly. Swift has one of the better running back schedules over the next 6 weeks, where he's going to be a sneaky nice flex. Jefferson, JSN, DJ Moore, Myers, Shakir, those guys really stand out to me. DJ Moore too, actually, I would include in the moves that you're making with Shakir and Myers. So wide receiver targets in that value range that I feel better about. Cortland Sutton, hello. Khalil Shakir is right there. And then we're going to go Deebo Samuel. You already have like kind of volatile wide receivers that are going to move up and down boards just based off their production. So you may as well go get the productive vets like Sutton and Deebo.
We didn't read this. I forgot to. Drafted this year first Dynasty draft. Oh, dang, you're doing pretty well. I have done 2 trades to trade out the 26th first, hopefully late. So 26th first, Zay Flowers and Brandon Ayuk for Kyron, Travis Etienne, Dallas Goedert, and Christian Watson. It's a tight end premium 1 point. So you just traded for Goddard. That trade is probably even. That's an even trade. I'm fine with doing that. Again, you traded for Goddard, and Goddard's somebody you can put in your freaking flex spot every week in a full point tight end premium.
That's a nice advantage in your flex. Well-rounded consent reload.
Hey, so I see you guys talking about the bakery in the chat. The bakery is actually not. Well, it will be available to Mother Flockers in like 2 weeks. We're working on that now, so it's not up anywhere for anybody yet, but it's going to be.
So again, our main idea here is your starting assets at every position are really, really good. Your flex spots are what we want to maximize production upside wise. And by down tiering from some of these, from CJ Stroud, pivoting from Kyler Murray, this should help you get some extra value on top of guys like DJ Moore, Shakir, Jacoby Myers to get some improvements in terms of production at wide receiver mainly. I would try to get I would try to add Javonte Williams on this team. I'm gonna add that in the comments.
Anytime you have a running back in Dynasty that comes out of nowhere, isn't a rookie, and is a top 5 producing at their position, and they don't go up in value, they are buys on every contending team ever.
Yep, they are. Because they should be so much more expensive than they already are.
Yeah,
like, they should be doing what your contending assets like
Saquon
in CMC are doing, but they're not. So
CMC's
right
doing it.
Yeah,
Saquon's
yeah.
CMC's the wide receiver too. Not kidding.
Yeah, I know. All right, do you have any questions on this, man?
Like
I like your team name, by the way. Cuddly Thunder Dragons.
He did say wants JSN for him. For who? Yeah, for who are we talking about here? Guy that has Puka really only has Swift that can add as a veteran running back. That's fine, Booty Clap. Do it. Anything on top is good there.
Swift on top? Sure.
Yeah, that's just a bonus. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, JSN for who, H-Roo? The Williams owner. Oh, wants JSN? Does the guy know anything about Dynasty? That's crazy. I think Javante's undervalued, but JSN's a top 12 Dynasty asset. What are we doing? Okay, well, forget that then. We'll give you another one.
Yeah, it was just a comment. It was just an idea. So
Okay. Yeah,
the
so we didn't
targets are
even give
already
you that
set.
as an official target. So
Yeah. NH Tank, let us know if you're on the stream.
All right, any more questions here for you, H-Roo? Let us know. But yeah, we appreciate it. It seems like you're gonna do well in this league, and so go try to win money. If you have any questions, any follow-ups, or any questions as you go through and make some of these trades, just let us know, man. We appreciate you a ton. Yeah, NH Tank's one of our newest members, so if you're here, NH Tank, you're good to go. There you go. If you guys would like to get your team reviewed on the stream tonight, if you sign up for the annual Mother Flocker tier with code DOMAIN over on the site, basically that gets you access to all of our Dynasty tools, all of our Dynasty exclusive content, our Dynasty Discord, access to Nathan and I, a bunch of other exclusive. We're going to do a team blueprint for you for free. You'll just submit it. You'll have a voucher. Costs you nothing. You can put it in here. We can take a look at your team. We'll send you a full team blueprint for it, and then you get infinite blueprint on it every single week as well.
All right, so we've got Darko here, Bands of Mecha Dance. Around 30 minutes ago, I traded Hendo, my first, and the 1 seed second this year for Henry, Debo, the 6 seeds first, and 27 second.
Real quick.
What?
Cole says, I just bought the season pass. How do I sign up for the live team blueprint? So the season pass doesn't come with a free blueprint, so you have two options. Go to that. Can you show them the bit.ly here real quick, Beck? The bit.ly, if you go to that second one, get a team blueprint, you can still buy an a la carte blueprint, and it's going to be 30% off because you're a season pass holder. Or if you open the flock homepage in a tab. Perfect.
All right, I got
and
you,
then
Nick.
You see there should be an option for you on your dashboard or on your My Teams that basically says upgrade to annual Mother Flocker. If you upgrade from your season pass to the Mother Flocker tier, you'll get that free live review tonight. So either of those, it's gonna cost you more to get an a la carte review than it will to just upgrade. Upgrade your season pass to the annual Mother Flocker tier, and that would be the best option. And you get everything for the site for cheaper, and you get the free review. That's my recommendation. I'll send you the link to do that.
All right, so when the season started, I wasn't sure that I would be contending, but some of the guys did the right thing so far. Feel decent about this year, but not sure for next year's. Okay, so let's check this out. You are currently 4-1. Got a good amount of points for. Solid contending team here. We'll grade this out. You have Jared Goff, Dak Prescott at QB. Fake QB strategy working out well. You got a 5 there. Devon Achane, Henry, Warren. Nothing else beyond that. Probably a 5 at running back. Drake London, Igbuka, Marv, Chris Godwin, Deebo Samuel, Jacoby Myers, Stephon Diggs. It's probably going to be like a 7. And then Jake Ferguson's a 6. So we will go we'll go well-rounded. Contend reload.
Yeah, you're 4-1. Your points for 794. That is second in the league. So,
yep.
Yeah, you're in good shape here. We're just going to make some moves to solidify this. You've been doing that without Henry, too.
I know.
So that's pretty impressive.
Basically, without him, he doesn't.
I know.
Exist.
I mean, he doesn't do anything.
He doesn't exist.
No.
Golly, can't freaking stand it. Hey, let's try to pivot from Marv to Rasheed.
Yeah. Please take the camera off.
I like holding Debo. You have Godwin to pair with Igbuka. Don't really. You already have Debo there, which would have been like my pivot option.
Yeah.
So probably just want to stick with Godwin at this point.
I love the Dak Fergie stack.
I know it's kind of nice. I will take.
You want to know
I will
really
take.
funny?
I will take Warren though, and honestly, we'll probably up tier from him to try to get up to Javonte.
I remember in a redraft draft this offseason, I was telling you that I got boxed out of tight end because somebody took Tucker Kraft. Like I took 2 tight ends after I was going to take the 12th tight end. And so you were like, well, who did you end up taking? And I was like, I took Dak and Jake Ferguson. And you were like, oh my gosh, that's bad. That's so bad. I was like, I don't think it's that bad. You're like, oh, looks good now. I have Fergie or Kraft in half of my leagues. It's awesome because I didn't draft any tight ends ever. I just drafted those two guys.
Yeah.
So shout out to Fergie and Dak for saving my season. He says, "Oh, don't worry. I've tried. The rice owner doesn't want to move him. It's very unfortunate, but that's smart of the rice owner. To be honest with you. So
yeah, it is.
I've tried so many times. Hey, you get a good grade for persistence there. I mean, you did your due diligence, as Shane Sagan would say.
You can try value equivalent wide receiver in that range.
So
Garrett Wilson is another option.
He does have Dusty's first. Dusty's 3-2 with Saquon, Breece, Josh Jacobs, but has Neighbors now. So that's probably worth holding his first for now. If he does continue to make moves to try to get in the playoff race and keeps winning games, then maybe you trade away that first. But right now, points 4 for Dusty. Dusty's 10th in points 4. So if he were to miss the playoff, that looks like a top 3 first at the moment.
I mean, honestly, why don't we just down tier from Derrick Henry to Javonte? He's out producing, and
I hope you can do that. Yeah, hope you can do that.
I mean, you can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Garrett, Javonte. ETN kind of another option in that range if you're up tiering from Myers and Jalen Warren. And then I'll give you a productive wide receiver option like a Devontae Adams. Very affordable right now.
Black Lagooner says he was watching that stream. Yep, I did. That was a tough one. But it worked out. Goes to show none of us know anything.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Anna wants us to do the freaking t-shirt giveaway.
So comments. Let's do comments real quick before we do this giveaway.
Yeah, hold that first. I think it ends up being a top 3 first. And so I'm just going to hold on to it for now. Unless that guy moves Neighbors to contend, and then you can move that first. You have to hold that one later and just kind of see where his team ends up. If he ends up being a playoff team, you can move it. If it doesn't, you hold. That'll be an early first. It's a nice little value in there for you. Bada bing, bada boom.
Don't be afraid to add a couple more productive vets at running back and wide receiver.
Your indignation at the tight end run before the first pick was so real. I know it was. It's the best thing that ever happened to me.
And then you have Jake Ferguson. You don't have any need for some rebuild in your team will be interested in Mason Taylor. See if you can get a competitive asset in exchange for him because you have Ferguson. So.
All right. Any questions here, Darko? Does that all make sense? You got a solid team. You're 4-1. You're off to a good start. You're doing fine in points 4.
Yeah.
Play your league, man. Go get guys off of teams that end up folding and go win some money, dude.
Yep.
You got a solid roster. So hopefully all those moves make sense, and hopefully you can get most of them done. But we appreciate you. If you have any more questions, drop them in the chat here. Obviously, we appreciate you becoming a member, man. If you would, just send Nathan and I a friend request on Discord. Send us a message as well. Say, hey, it's Darko from the stream. We'd love to connect with you. And we'd also, that way you have a direct line of communication, Nathan and I, if you ever need us. We appreciate you a ton, man.
Yep. Got a start sit from Caveman. I'll do this one real quick.
Okay.
Caveman Loris is starting out in a hole because opponent started Goddard. Rip. Also wondering if I dropped Goff for Mac Jones. I was playing Danny, and you had freaking Wandell, who had a breakaway touchdown.
He was pretty quiet the rest of the night, wasn't he?
He was. I thought he was going to end up with 30. He had 20
Imagine playing Mason this week. Mason had Goddard and Scatterboot.
Yeah, that's brutal. So Lamar Jackson not playing, so you got to start Goff this week. Do you drop Goff for Mac Jones? Goff going up against the Chiefs. Mac Jones has a lot of passing volume. I would just go with the safer guy. I think Goff is safer, personally. You're going to have a lot of passing volume from Mac Jones, but still, I mean, I would probably just trust the weapons there in Detroit. I would go with Goff.
Then start Marv at wide receiver. He's playing Indy this week, so that's a good start.
Yeah.
And then probably between BTJ, Worthy's still hurt, Terry's out, Shaheed, and Mason. I'd probably go Mason here.
I think I would go Worthy.
Worthy's not practicing.
They said he's playing.
Really?
Yeah, Andy Reid just said he's playing today.
Damn.
Said he should be good to go.
Who do they play?
Detroit. We can go with Mason. Mason's fine.
Mason or Worthy, your pick. I say Mason. Nathan says Worthy. I'm
not gonna die on that hill.
Yeah, I'm not gonna make a meme out of it, so don't worry. I don't care about that one. Darko says, this is my second league I've sent. Currently got an infinite going also. Perfect. Awesome, man. We appreciate you. All right, let's do the t-shirt.
Is C-Rog good?
C-Rog, if you're here in the comments, let us know. Again, all these guys getting free blueprints because they're just getting the membership, and then they're getting a free blueprint included with that. And so you get it done tonight's stream. You get infinite blueprint. It starts tonight. It ends when your membership ends, and hopefully that's years and years and years from now, and you can be with us forever. But come sign up and get a free blueprint for tonight. Real quick giveaway for the t-shirt. Drum roll, please. Dudley24, congratulations. You have won the t-shirt. Send me a message on Discord to claim your prize. Appreciate you. Sorry, Anna. Anna had that congrats ready to go, and I know she doesn't mean it. I know she's not happy about it. Hey, Anna, you can have a t-shirt anytime you want.
All right.
You gave me a milkshake.
Let's do NH Tanks 36. Dumb and Dumber is his team name.
Real quick, Nathan asked if we would trade, not you, we would trade Scat for Hampton as a rebuilder. Please freaking do that.
Oh, golly.
Please.
Yes, sir.
I can't ignore
Yes,
that.
sir.
All right, let's do this.
Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah, NH Tank. Are you here, NH Tank? Are you still here? Let us know.
Yes, I got him.
Okay, perfect. Dumb and Dumber.
Okay.
Fifth in the league here. It's a 1 QB, 12 team start, 9 PPR, non-tight end premium. You've got Jordan Love and CJ Stroud, which is a 5. 5's fine.
What's he ranking points for?
5th.
Okay.
Genty, Hampton, Tutti, and JK. Genty and Hampton gets in at 12th and gets you probably an 8. I mean,
Yeah.
an 8 is probably worthy here. Odunze, Worthy, Hunter, Pittman, probably like
5.
Okay, 5's fine, yeah. And then Ingram's a 1.
Yeah.
1 at tight end.
Yeah. 6, 8, 5, 1.
This is a...
Our flex options right now are Hunter, Pittman, Diggs, Dobbins. That's about it.
We could up tier there.
Yeah, we just don't have a ton of wiggle room here.
No, you would have to move off of one of your QBs if you could.
Bofa.
Move off of both of your QBs and start Stafford. If
We would move off Bofa. He doesn't have
He's-
Hampton
he-
for 4 weeks.
2 and 3, just
Yeah,
reload.
I think I would reload.
We're stretching it.
Yeah,
1 year
we
reload,
are.
reload, contend. for this
Same.
one.
We're honestly making the same moves regardless. We're down tiering from both Love and Stroud.
Reload back up. I
We
literally just
just
did.
said
What are
it.
you talking about?
Get off your phone!
Boo!
Boo!
I didn't even care, but you said I didn't say it. I literally said it right before that. I literally said it clear, and I was looking at you to make
So
sure
we
you
will
got it.
hold on to Odunze Worthy Hunter, but Pittman and Diggs we will trade.
That's funny.
We'll trade Pittman and Diggs. Go to higher value upside, and then those other running backs, aka Dobbins, we'll go for safer long-term asset.
Dobbins is a free running back. Master gave Dobbins a sock.
Dude, we just watched that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I love it. It pisses off that what's his face, Lucius.
Lucius.
Malfoy.
Okay, so you know our favorite QBs when we down tier from London or from Love and Stroud.
No, you know him. You know him well.
Hey Dak. Hey Goff.
Hey, boy.
Hey Crows.
Yeah, Dylan. I
Try to get some 26
if you get a
rookie
blueprint
picks.
for Christmas, that's the best blue. That's the best. Dude, we should absolutely do that somehow. Like,
What, a Christmas version of the
we
blueprint?
should sell like a little gift card that's a blueprint, and you can redeem it. That would be so sick. And we just give out vouchers for it.
Yeah,
That would be epic.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Christmas
So,
blueprints. That's awesome.
Dak Goff, 26 rookie picks. I'm going to give you a wide receiver value play kind of in that range as well. I like Matthew Golden for reload teams right now. He's
Yeah, did you?
pretty good shot to take. Genty and Hampton, I would look to hold Hampton for sure. Hold Hampton. He's a great guy to stick with as a reload.
That's such a good idea. Oh my gosh.
I would consider moving Genty for a cornerstone wide receiver.
Buy your loved one a blueprint. Give your blueprint. Give your loved
For a
one.
cornerstone wide receiver, you could try for like a Malik Neighbors plus.
Have a Dynasty Christmas.
Only do it if you can get a plus on top. It kind of depends on what situation you're in, or on how that league mate is valuing him. Just any productive depth pieces that you currently own, like package those productive depth vets and sell them at a premium to contending teams that are desperate for production, and just get future rookie picks.
Dylan, you gave me a great idea. Congratulations. Now, if you can just stand up for us in the face of the FSE mob, then you might be one of my true friends. But I'll never forget that. That was quite the betrayal. It's like, no way.
So does that make sense, man? Let us know if you have questions on this. I know you're like 2 and 3, probably deciding on if you want to contend or reload. I think the Hampton injury was a big blow. I think your lack of depth at wide receiver, and then QB just being kind of iffy, like not enough for us to really load up on running back and wide receiver to compensate for the disappointment of Travis Hunter, the injuries of Hampton, the inconsistency of Worthy. Like, I think spending a year to just build a little more value upside is really going to boost you into, I think, like top contention status next season.
Stop, Nathan. No, I'd still. Oh my gosh. That's not what you said though, Dylan. That's not what you said at all. You didn't say, oh, I like them both. You said FSE all the way. No problem, for sure. You didn't say, oh, both. I love them both. That's what I expected you to say. No. When Domain's name was being tarnished and people said Domain versus FSE, you were there within seconds to say FSE.
I'm getting real close to the Christmas spirit here. We got some trade questions.
I agree. Black Lingard said, bro, mute his mic. Yes, I literally, I can't stand it. I the Christmas stuff. Oh my gosh, pure talent. I can whistle 50 times better than Nathan.
I didn't realize this was a conversation.
Huh? Are you serious?
If you are capable of whistling,
I'm actually really good at it.
If you're capable of whistling and you have a really good range and really good pitch as a vocalist, then you're very good at whistling. Like I've gathered, if you can whistle, then you can probably whistle really well.
I can whistle with vibrato. Like I can do it. I watched. I'm not even saying this like because this isn't even a flex. I watched like a world champion whistler, and I literally watched it and was like, I think I could do that. Like I can whistle like that.
Yeah, I'm not
doing it now. We can do it off. I'll tell you later.
I'm not a good whistler. I'm very pedestrian.
I legitimately I am very good at whistling.
I'm very pedestrian.
Again, like, what kind of flex is that? That's the dumbest flex of all time. I'm just telling you, like I am. Like
I bet you $10 billion that I'm better than Nathan at whistling. Okay. Cool.
Is that how I sound?
Yes. That is how it sounded. Yeah. I just thought it was really funny. All right, let's use trade questions. Jay's Fantasy.
Freaking Snow White.
Send this offer or try for Tet and Marv or hold. So this is a second and Jamar Chase for James Cook and BTJ. No. I would be holding Chase right now. Send this offer, or you said try for Tet and Marv. I would hold Jamar Chase right now if I were you. I don't think this is the best time to sell Jamar Chase, in my opinion. And I'm not necessarily the biggest believer in like buying super low on BTJ because I don't necessarily think he's hit his value floor. Why is this confirm button not working?
Because you're not confirming it.
What the freaking...
Just press confirm and it will work.
Frackerton. I did 10 times. Okay, screw it. I give up. You do it.
Which side did you say?
Jay's Fantasy. I said Jamar Chase.
That's what I thought.
Now this isn't loading for me.
It says failed to send.
Okay, well, it must have worked for me and it just wasn't showing up. The site is bugging out.
Can you figure it out, Nate? Come on.
You continue. Do the NRP stuff.
This is our sit question here real quick. And he's already got most of his lineup in, but we'll go down through this whole thing. At quarterback right now, you've got Geno and Justin Herbert. Good matchup for Herbie this week against the Miami Dolphins. So we'll probably keep him in there. Your other options, you're Burrow and Milrose. So you got to keep him in. Kenneth Walker, Rashad White. None of the other guys here are startable, in my opinion. DeMar Carter's not startable, so that's good. DJ Moore, Devonta Smith. You already started Smitty, I'm assuming. You've got Addison in there, but basically you have a flex down here. You're considering Trey Tucker, or the Addison's on bye. That's right.
Yep.
Trey Tucker is basically who you're considering here because there's nobody else you can start. You got to start Tucker.
Upside with Trey Tucker.
I picked up Trey Tucker in a league. I have to start him this week. Arkansas. Why are you in no Arkansas? Wait, we answered this trade.
Higgins Neighbors for.
Are you basically just saying if you have to add a third? Yeah, no, I would still do this.
Sure.
Definitely would do this, Arkan.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Will you mark the tank one, Becca?
All right, C-Rog, did we hear from C-Rog?
C-Rog, are you here? Zaxi says domain is IU and FSC's Indiana State. That's right, Zaxi.
You know what? Was C-Rog the one that...
I love the FSC guys, but like...
Was C-Rog the one that asked about the season pass and then getting up to the season... Or getting up to the annual?
That might have been him, yes.
I think
his name was Cole, right?
Yeah, I think that's him.
It was another Cole.
Because I looked him up and he went from season pass
That's
to
it.
annual.
He's got to be here.
All right,
he's
so
there he is. Woo!
Bought H. Shannon Hurts earlier this year, looking for advice on what to do with this team. Should I compete this year or reload?
Perfect.
So Love Hurts is the team name. You are 6-4. What is he ranking points for?
What is that on the screen? Oh, okay. This. The layers are broken on the site. I was like, what is on our TV?
Oh.
Plot. Okay.
So tell me how he ranks in points for while I grade this out. Jalen Hurts, Jordan Love, and a super flex is going to be with Bryce Young is like a 7 or an 8, 7. Devon Achane, Woody Marks, Tony Pollard.
6th in points for.
I'll give you a 4.
4th in points against. We're 6-4. So we're right there in the middle. We need to contend. We're going to have to go get 4.
Amon-Ra, Nico, Higgins, Smith, Adams. It's a good wide receiver room. That's like an 8. And then you have Hawkinson, which is like a 4 or 5. So 7, 4, 8, 5. We'll go well-rounded. Contend, reload. I think he's competing here.
Yeah, I think you go for it.
Yep. We just got to make some moves here. We'll pivot off of T. Higgins.
Yep. Start 10 league.
We will down tier from Jordan Love.
Yep, and we're going to get better at running back by up tiering from Pollard and Marks.
Yep. To Javant.
You said claim the team review is what you're looking for there, Finn. Here's the link once you've purchased a membership to do the you go through this process and it'll be free for you.
And then pivoting off of T. Higgins. So those are our 3 moves there that definitely stand out to us. This will help you kind of raise that production upside. Running back, getting some extra help there in your flex spots. Jordan Love down tier, T. Higgins pivot, Woody Marks, Tony Pollard up tier. When we're down tiering from Jordan Love, want to just go to a cheaper, productive quarterback like a Goff or a Dak. They're going multiple rounds below where Love is currently being priced. T. Higgins, I'll just pivot to Jalen Waddle. Go from a wide receiver 2 in an offense where Burrow is banged up for a whole year to a wide receiver 1, yes, in a worse offense, but he is going to produce this season. It's pretty insulated long term because Waddle is going to be Hill is going to be on the out pretty soon.
Try to trade freaking Wandale while you can.
Yeah, so I'll add that in the comments. Try to trade Wandale and honestly Shaheed at a premium. If you could package Wandale and Shaheed and get some sort of relevant up tier there, I would do that. I would also explore offers for Hawkinson, see how much it would cost up tier to Ferguson. We got Javonte as a running back target option here. And then if we go even a bit higher at running back, there are a couple of options that we don't mind.
Black Lagooner says, as recently as 2 weeks ago, I got Luther Burden for Wandale. So that's
nice.
Fantastic.
Nice. Honestly, I'm going to give you... It's hard with running back targets in that mid-range right now.
Yeah.
Like really, really, really hard.
Yeah.
Because it used to be Scadaboo was the slam dunk, and now it's going to be really hard to buy him. So...
Yep.
Golly. I'll give you ATN, Javonte or ATN.
The Reed Evans, let us know if you're here in the chat. Assuming you are, appreciate you, man. We got your team review.
Okay. Comments on this team, Avery?
Yeah, I would. You can move the rest of your 26 picks as throw-ins and deals to get some of these done. You might need them. It's totally fine. You have a lot of unusable depth at running back and wide receiver. Use any of those guys as throw-ins, and if you can package 4 or 5 of them together for a relevant piece, that's always worth it. So try that. Throw junk at the wall.
All right, man. Any questions on that?
Yeah. Cole, do you have any questions on it? I didn't see anything from you during the chat or during the review, but if you have anything right now, we can answer it for you. Everything we talked about will be on your blueprint, which we'll send to you tomorrow. It'll be in your My Reviews page. But you also send Nathan and I a friend request on Discord. Send us a message to say, hey, it's Cole Rogers from the stream. We'd love to connect with you, but we're really excited you joined, man. And you should get Infinite Blueprint on this one as well when you get it signed up. Once we send you that tomorrow, you'll get a new blueprint every week and every month with that in the offseason. So Warrior King's here and he says, happy birthday to Nate. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Warrior. It's not my birthday, but thanks. All right. We've got the...
Is that alive?
Yep, it is.
Okay. I didn't hear from him, but it's alive.
Yep.
Appreciate you, Cole.
What players should I trade or what players would you target? I'm planning on just contending this year. Team is Allegheny Armadillos.
Allegheny.
As in Diagonally?
No. Pretty sure that's Pennsylvania. Allegheny County, Pennsylvania. Yep. It's Pittsburgh.
Nice. All right, so planning on contending.
Armadillos.
Let's grade this out. This is a 12-team, 1 QB, PPR.
Yeah,
no
you're
tight end
4-1. You're 5th in points for, and you are 12th in points against. So that's why you are 4-1. But your team looks better than 5th.
Yeah, so Cam Ward Bryce will be like a 3. 2 or a 3. Honestly, probably a 2. Harvey, Marks, Aaron Jones, Blue, Michael Carter, Haskins. It's another 2. Jamar Chase, JSN, Nico Flowers, Olave. That's a 9. And then Kittle is a 6. So this is a wide receiver factory. Contend, reload.
Yep. What's up, Weston?
So I do agree with you that you got to contend here, but we got to make some moves at running back for us to feel more comfortable about your outlook the rest of the season. Honestly, we got to move your QBs too for just more stable assets. You have 4 firsts in 2026. I would look to move the 2 latest firsts in 2026 to get help at running back. In fact, you're going to need to do that for sure. Plan to move at least 1 or 2 of your 26 firsts.
Realistically, to like fully flip. I got
to
and I wouldn't have a problem. I don't care about
build
picks.
up running back. Yep.
Trade every pick. I don't care.
Yep. If you're planning on contending in this league, running back is your primary focus. This is like all we want you to focus on when we're making trades. We're going to give you all running back targets.
Yeah, let's just go down to the teams that need first here. So looking at the reverse standings here, you got 2 teams that are 1-4 in this league. One of them has Breece Hall, and Travis Etienne. Those are 2 great trade targets for this team. Ideally, your running backs 2 and 3. There's a 2 and 3 team that has Devon Achane, one that has Gibbs, Barkley, and Kyron. So any of those guys, James Cook is also on a 2 and 3 team. Basically, obviously, I would probably rather have, and Judkins is also on a 2 and 3 team with Scadaboo. That guy might think he's contending. I think though. This guy probably does too. Achane is probably realistic, but I don't know who you would trade for him.
So I think,
but I would give him Breece and Etienne.
This is a 2 running back, 2 wide receiver, 2 flex. So you can only start upwards of 4 wide receivers. I would move 1, maybe 2. I would move Flowers for a running back.
I would probably move.
Let's move Flowers for a running back or Olave. You pick.
Flowers. Well.
If you move Flowers, you get Kyron or Jacobs. If you move Olave, you get
Flowers.
Javonte. So
Olave.
Okay. We will take Woody Marks and we will pivot.
Yeah, Scott said he said he'd go grab Josh Jacobs. Yeah, Jacobs was one that's not on a team that's bad, so that's probably going to be tougher. But definitely for that value, absolutely. Yeah, he's in that range. Jacobs is on a team though that's also 4-1 with Bijan, Jefferson, Amon-Ra, London. So he's on the best team in the league.
I would take some of this depth. I would take Aaron Jones, Jack Besh, Coker, and I would just up tier. Again, the bulk of the way you're gonna get these targets that we're about to offer for you are gonna be with those 26 picks that you have.
Trade every single one of them. Get your worth out of them, but trade them. I mean, like realistically, you're good enough to contend. Your wide receiver room is good enough to contend. You got a contending tight end, and you're 4-1. You're getting gifted a first round buy at this point. This is your chance to go all in and win. Get rid of all of them.
Yep. So let's go high and then let's work our way down. Jacobs, he did mention. I'll give you Kyron as another option since you've already got Jacobs on your mind.
He did mention Jacobs. Somebody else did, but Jacobs is not attainable. So Kyron maybe.
Okay, we'll try it. We'll try
Brees,
Kyron.
give him Brees and ETN, and then give him
Brees. I'll give you Javonte. And if you want to go even cheaper, you can go Monty. So all those 3 different value ranges. Yummy. Questions?
Quarterback pivot.
Already did. In the comments. I'm going to in a minute, but I'm going to have to go off screen to do that. All right, man. Whew, tons of draft capital.
Yeah, Reed, we appreciate you, man. If you have any questions, let us know. I didn't see you in the comments, but if you have any questions on this one, let me know, man. Appreciate you getting a review. We'll send over that blueprint for you tomorrow. You got a good team, man. It's time to go try to win with this one. It really is. So, okay, we're done.
Yep.
All right. Perfect. Well, that was a little bit of an early in for us tonight, which is actually pretty nice because we can start our weekends. Thank you guys for all jumping on. This was fun.
How are you?
Go Hoosiers. We gotta. Well, if I'm telling you, if we beat Oregon, I'm probably gonna be live on this channel tomorrow night, just screaming. Good. But we will be live Tuesday again with our updated rankings. Make sure you go check out today's video if you haven't. And of course, if you want to come join the community, we're still gonna be doing blueprints throughout the weekend. Good luck with your fantasy matchups though this weekend. We appreciate all you guys so much. Have a good weekend, and we'll see you here next week. Peace out, guys.
Cheers.